What's up, Cringe? Cool, cool. All right, let's do this. Heat up some coffee while this is loading in here.
EA Sports is proud to present today's PGA Tour coverage. Today it's live opening round coverage of the California Classic.
Yeah, there'll probably be a few people along here. I think now that I hit the -80 and all that shit, people are kind of getting bored with the golf, but I don't know. I still like playing it.
For those of you just tuning in, we're checking in on our featured golfer here at the first. Frank, you've been there so many times, really nothing like the first tee of a brand new championship.
The thought of the unknown. The beauty of sport, you and the golf course.
What's up, Alex?
Get you better, Rich.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
And Captain Jack,
Frank, this
hello,
is a position where a player's
hello.
absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
So the second of the par four goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but the short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he does it here.
Yes,
works.
hold it, Frank.
I grab my coffee.
From that distance.
Frank, the second hole is only 371 yards. What's the challenge here?
The bunkering. This is really well bunkered. You'd expect that for a hole this short. If it's well bunkered, it means that it's vital to get it on the fairway. That club must have melted after that one.
All right, Frank, what's the player looking at here on the second hole with the approach shot?
Well, Rich, notice the bunker that cuts into the green on the left side. It turns it into a crescent-shaped green. So really there's three distinct sections, the one in the back, the one in the middle, and the front.
See what
Just
we
be
got
very
here.
wary where the flag is here.
It looks like a lot of these greens are pretty flat. That's kind of cool.
Oh, no, look out, Frank. I think he flushed that one.
Damn.
Oh, this is going, gone.
Frank, it hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
You wonder what he was thinking on that.
And no, well, Shelby's playing Friday the 13th with Solitaire and those guys right now. I imagine at some point she'll be along to at least, you know, she could, yeah, she might be lurking. Well, that's two birdies in a row from off the green. What's up, Darkness?
Starting to move now, Frank, on this leaderboard.
But yeah, I know she's playing. She's playing Friday the 13th for Solitaire right now. So
Frank, Pete Dye certainly gives you a
I
variety
imagine she'll
of
be along
holes.
at some
And
point
we
or
see
other.
that. Granted, 3 par 4s to start, but each one with a different look.
They certainly are, Rich. And it's amazing what one good bunker will do. And the bunker I'm referring to is the one down the left side. It's about 285 yards to carry. It's the sort of bunker that keeps you honest.
now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up. You can bring it in high. You can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid.
Oh, come
Playing
on.
this
Now,
par
I knew I should
still
have rolled
not
that
on the
over
green
it,
after
but
that second shot.
That's still
all right.
not done.
We might have a better
Good third
chance of doing
shot.
this
Maybe
from
get
off
away
the
here with
green.
par.
So far, it's worked out pretty good for us, but we'll see what happens here if I can hit it straight.
Rich, I thought he could get this close.
We're working it.
This is amazing. Just a mind blower right there. Absolutely incredible. He made the shot. Back over now to the fourth. Frank, you have to be impressed with what you've seen from the golfer so far.
It's rock solid. The ultimate of professional, doing exactly what you should be on a day like today.
All right, we got a par 3. I don't know for sure if I like that 7-iron or not. Let's see what happens if we switch to a 9-iron. Yeah, I do kind of like that a little bit better. Let's go with that. Probably ain't gonna get quite as big a bounce off it.
Well, you can hear it right off the center of the club face. This has a chance to be close.
Oh, it just literally bounced right over the hole.
Can't hide the flag stick.
I mean, I'll take that shot for sure, but damn, it just literally bounced right over the hole.
Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
You can see why this player has been compared to a young Rory McIlroy. Featured golfer making birdie and now sitting comfortably inside that cut line. Well, here we are at the first par 5 of the day. The fifth, 535 yards. Frank, break it down.
It's called double trouble. Reason why, there's the lake on the tee shot on the left side, and then he's reversed it up there on the second shot. He put the lake on the right.
That was just a beautiful drive.
Nice.
Hit it solid and right in the middle. Now the enticing second shot here, Frank, at the par 5 fifth.
If you're going to lay up, make sure you lay up properly. There's no sense in trying to knock it all the way down by that narrow neck. Just leave yourself a third.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
On the green,
Oh,
in regulation.
yeah.
Oh, what an eagle.
There's an eagle.
It's going wild out there. This place is absolutely buzzing right now. Frank, I love a par
Right
3.
up in the first place.
One solid golf shot. Anything less, and you might pay a severe price. 255-yard par 3-6. What a hole.
You know, you love watching somebody else play a par 3 like
You
that.
are right. This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I'd say.
That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look.
Probably could have done without the backspin.
Really not much
but
to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus.
Righty.
Yet another birdie and on the march, 7 under for the tournament. Frank, this is like a big water park here at PGA West. We saw it at the 6th, and here again at the 7th, a challenging par 4, 346 yards.
I've never, ever seen anyone
Oh,
try and
no,
drive this green, so let's just allow
damn
see the bunker
it.
down there in the distance that really is the stop.
Good news is was able to retrieve the golf ball.
Yeah, on dry land, and can he carry it this
All
time?
right, hang on a minute here.
Third shot now, after the last one found the deep blue.
You can still minimize the damage here. It's only one bad.
Hang tight. This controller needs to charge anyway. I'm going to switch these controllers real quick because this is that same controller I was using yesterday. Alright, I accidentally grabbed the wrong controller when I started this. Alright, let's do this. Okay. We can still get a par here. What? I don't do a driver. Shit.
This one doesn't look good.
There's water over there.
Wow, lucky
Alright,
break
we
right
could
there.
possibly still get far here.
That's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
Not a gimme, but well within his range.
Oh, you bastards.
He got robbed,
Alright,
Frank.
fuck it.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
Just a little tap in here.
I guess, thank God, that
Bad
was
news
par
is, Frank,
five.
that's a bogey, but the good news, it still has the lead.
Can't afford another, though.
Yeah, whatever. Fuck it.
Now the second par 5 on this opening 9 here at PGA West. Frank, what are we looking at?
The bunker down the right
let's see if
side
we
gives
can
you that
eagle and
optical
make
illusion
that up.
because it sort
Yeah.
of has that curvy edge to it. Plus, it sort of moves its way to that right side. And then you notice there's a bunker on the left that sneaks in on the left side. So this isn't just sort of blaze away off the tee. It still requires a good straight tee shot. If you do err a little bit, then you've got to be very cognizant of the bunkers up on the left side as you get closer to the green.
This could be a huge momentum swing here, Frank.
Yeah, one more good swing, and he's going to have an eagle putt coming up. I know you don't want to get ahead of yourself, but it is well on the cards. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like.
Alright.
What a
Okay.
spectacular shot that was. He'll have a look at eagle. From about 8 feet. Just continuing to play some really good golf.
We're back on track,
Par
yeah.
for the championship. Frank, the 9th hole, a par 4 measuring 452 yards. This is no picnic.
This is the toughest tee shot on the front side. The easy way to bail out down the left side, it might appear that way off the tee, but then it becomes a zigzag hole where it's very easy to clock up something like a 6. The bunker down that right side, just 300 yards to get past that, but it's almost like he gives you an option there. If you do want to challenge that right side, the bunker just might save you from going in the water. But there's no question, the best drive is down the right, but it's the most dangerous one.
You can see a little bit off balance on the tee, and that one is going to be in the rough. Frank, better than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, that looked like it was headed for that thick stuff the whole way, but a little fortunate. But then I guess you're allowed that in this game.
Settles in over the putt.
Hey, Nitai, and what's up, Crazy Mirko? Sorry, man, my chat was fucking froze up there. What is up, Hulkster? What is up, Draves, my boy? What's up, Ugly? How you doing, brother? Marco, you're worth saying hi to twice again. Nitai. And hey, Shelby, there you are. Alex was wondering about you. I told him you'd probably be along eventually. Yeah, I'm all good. I'm all good. Just sweet.
continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And,
And hey, DJ, how you doing? Long time no see, brother.
Excellent.
I mean, that's
front
probably
side,
mostly my
trying to
fault,
keep it
of
going
course,
here on
but
the second nine.
He's just playing beautifully.
I
Hitting
know
so
that's
many good
mostly
shots,
my
giving
fault,
himself
but
so many opportunities. Can he
it's good
keep
to
going?
see you, DJ.
Frank, such an advantage when you can hit that far.
It's not fair.
Frank, again, this would appear to be a pretty good scoring opportunity.
This is so much about getting the distance right here. Bunkers on the left. There's the water to carry. That's needless to say. But also the mounding that's just behind the screen and to the right. It's very easy to just take the trouble out of play in the front and then find the trouble behind the screen. So second shot, judging the distance.
And DJ, I guess just in case you didn't hear, that fucking court
Now a
case is
7-footer.
finally fucking over, man. Not guilty on all charges, so I'm gonna have to probably wait till Monday to get the paperwork on it and all that shit so I can start looking for a job. But that case is finally fucking over, and I am not guilty. So that is some damn good fucking news.
To 10 under for the tournament. Now at the long par 5 11th. They call it eternity with good reason. It is 617 yards. Frank, what's the game plan here?
Hit it as long as you can, hopefully only a couple of times.
And yeah,
You can
after a
get
year and a
fairly close
half
to the
of
screen,
hell,
little
at least
pitch up
it's
there,
good to
but,
know that
even if you go
not
for the
only is
screen,
that
if you try
finally
and get
over,
close, that's when
but
you
it's
start to
finally
notice the
over
water that
and
comes in
true
on the left
justice
side.
for
So you can't
once
just
was
bash
actually
away.
served.
Might only be a couple of bunkers in play off the tee, but they have to be avoided.
That is a fantastic long shot.
There's no way he could hit that without a tail breeze. Surely that breeze had to help there. Second shot. This looks like it's going to find the target.
Stop, 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 stop.
Frank, it hit the green, but
chip it in
just
there, get this
didn't have
eagle.
enough backspin.
You wonder what he was thinking on that.
Oh,
What do you try
damn.
up next?
That would have been nice. But all right, we can still get a birdie here, probably.
Getting set now
Should
over
be a
the
pretty
putt.
straight shot. Well, I guess not straight, but we'll take it.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, now another clever small par 4, only 363 yards here at the 12th.
A couple of different options here, Rich. You can lay it up just short of where that nose of the bunker starts to poke out on the right side of the fairway. Then you're going to be left with something in the sort of 140, 150 yard mark to the flag. Or if you want to get a little sort of greedy, you start to sneak it up there where it gets narrow. It's shorter.
What the
It was a better shot.
fuck? I can't even blame the controller for that, dude.
Rich,
That was totally
there's rough
me just
and rough.
fucking
That
up.
ball
But damn.
is needle nose down.
Can't even see it from here. Second shot coming out of the rough here.
I hate these stupid ass camera angles, damn it. Stop. Nice.
That is
nice.
classy.
A chance of going
Hey,
in.
John, it's good to see you, man.
This will be a 5-foot putt here.
Hopefully this means that stupid issue was dealt with.
Racking them and stacking them. That's 12 under par now for the tournament. Now teeing off here at the par 3, 13th.
Okay, so yeah, I guess we gotta go with the 5-iron. Oh, cool, man, cool. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I'm still using Mozilla, and like I said, man, I still can't watch a stream without it buffering and all that. It still buffers and all that on me every few minutes, so I can at least watch the stream. But yeah, that was just something somebody told me, was that Google Chrome was
not a formality
sort of designed to go with YouTube, I guess. I don't know. YouTube's kind of stupid regardless, but oh yeah, nice.
Knocking down all the shots today, now at 13 under. Well, Frank, kind of a make-or-break hole here at the 14th, par 4, 389 yards.
Yeah, for the Cavalier player, you can sort of go at this this green in a more direct line. 290 yards will take all this bunker down the right out of play. Just leave you a
What's
flick
up,
in
Fishy?
I'm going to say that's not a bad play, really. If you don't do that, then you just got to thread it down the left. No, that was
but yeah, it's definitely good to have you back, John. I do kind of miss you.
Frank, really good chance.
I know it wasn't your fault you couldn't be in here.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
All right, on it. Yeah, I've been pretty sporadic, DJ. I've totally been sporadic about it, mostly because of that damn court case, but I've kind of been sporadic with it lately. I need to get on doing another damn Fallout stream, get my shit back together with that.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. That's an outstanding shot right there, and it sets up a really good-looking birdie.
Hey, what's up, Daniel? Or Cuddles, I guess, whichever you want to be called. I guess we can still call you Cuddles.
Would be a lack of concentration or focus.
Unless you'd prefer to be called Daniel, whichever, you know.
You get the sense now with that birdie that our young star, so explosive, is setting himself up for a big weekend run.
I'm doing good. Like I said, ever since that fucking stupid court case is dealt with now, I don't know if you heard before, but not guilty on all charges, so that's a big weight lifted off my head. Of course, the real trouble now begins because I gotta find a fucking job and fix all this damn credit bullshit and pay all these bills I couldn't pay for the last year and a half.
Sitting up, you can bring it in high,
but
you can bring
yeah,
it in low.
I mean, I'm definitely happy that that's over with, so that is definitely a good thing.
Inside of 10 feet, really dialed in.
Oh, hell no, 12 slices of pizza, bro. My God.
Shouldn't be a problem here.
I love pizza, and I don't even think I could do that anymore. Sweet.
Putting on a show, this tournament moves to 15 under par. This is the second par 5 at PGA West of 600 or more yards. The 16th is a pretty good test.
Sniper, what's up?
Just tattooed
How the
that.
hell have you been? It's good to see you.
Okay, the second shot now at this par 5. Oh, you can hear it right off the center of the club face. This has a chance to be close.
Stop. Yes.
Crucial eagle attempt on the way.
Oh, guys, if we can get this eagle, man. Come on, baby.
Oh, that was.
Oh,
nasty.
you gotta be fucking kidding me! Jump up and down. Can I jump up and down and stomp?
Of golfdom,
Blow
we
on
need
that?
to consult them right now because it's just simply not fair, Frank. It's not.
I think the people above are frowning on the people below.
Everybody loves them. Birdie on the card. Well. Here we are.
I know, man. I feel like I was robbed on that one. Right on, Alex. No problem, bro. No problem. Thank you for swinging in if you don't make it back at all. I can understand that, Alpha. Hopefully I'll be saying the same thing soon here. Like I said, I got to find a job now that this damn court case
This one
is
looks
dealt
like it's
with,
headed
but-
right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I'd say.
Wow, Frank,
At least
he is
now I
dialed
can.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
in. This one just requires a little bit of focus. He takes care of business there.
Solid stroke.
Well, here we are at 18. It's a par 4, only 439 yards, but again, we've said it all day long. Water to deal with.
It's a great driving hole here, Rich. You don't necessarily have to hit driver. There's three groups of bunkers that are really in play off the tee shot. It's the one in the middle. It's around 290 yards. That's the one you really have to focus on. For stronger players, there's nothing wrong with hitting 3-wood off the tee there. You're still only going to have a shot of 150, 160 yards. Whichever way you look at it, it's something that you think you can find the fairway with.
So maybe a nice way to finish up with a good approach here to the 18th.
That a little better, but
Good chance
all right.
for birdie.
Really. This is that awkward length.
Nice. Got it.
Great sense of speed in that. You know you can make those, but that one right in the middle. Rich, in that great
Okay.
opportunity, name on top of the leaderboard. It is only round one.
Good place to be.
I'll take that 18. I'll take negative 18. That's good. Get a smoke roll here while we wait on all this crap to go through.
This is EA Sports. PGA Tour coverage coming up next. Today it's live second round coverage of the California Classic. Now we go down to the action at the first. Getting ready to tee off, coming off a solid first round. Let's see if our featured golfer can conjure up some of that magic here in round number 2, Frank. Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway. All right, Frank, break down this approach shot here at hole number 1.
Well, typical Pete Dye confuses you straight out of the gate. Draw off the tee, and then you've got to hit that second shot in left-right. Look at the angle of that green. It points away to the right.
Good-looking shot right here.
Keep rolling, keep rolling, keep
Just
rolling.
a case of a hole suiting the players
closer,
on.
but that's pretty
Made the
good.
birdie yesterday, and he has a good chance to make another one today. Birdie here yesterday, trying to do it again today.
Great start.
Russian Snake, what the hell is up, man? How the hell are you?
What's the challenge here?
Man, we're seeing all sorts of faces we haven't seen in a little while. Yeah.
If it's well bunkered, it means that it's vital to get it on the fairway.
That appeared to be a good strike right there, Frank.
Oh, good. It's just towering. Look at that hanging in the sky. Oh, that's fine.
Oh, you got a new apartment,
Frank,
man.
for
That's
a long
cool.
time, the stadium course at PGA
I suppose
West
that's a good
was
thing
thought to be
anyway. Of course, I
too
hate
difficult
fucking
for
moving,
the
dude.
professionals.
I don't
How'd
give a
that
shit
happen?
how many times you
It wasn't
freaking
really
do
unusual.
it, dude.
A lot of
Moving
Pete Dye
always
courses,
sucks.
when they first came out, with the wooden bulkheads, so visually intimidating. It was such a departure from traditional golf design that players.
Well, like I said, that's
weren't
up to
very
you,
receptive
bro. I
to.
mean, I'm
They
cool
thought
with
it was
either
too
one of your
punishing,
names.
And yet now we look some 20,
I think, of
30
course,
years
you
later,
know, I
Pete
always
Dye's gonna
kind of
go down
like
with
the Demon
McKenzie's,
Wolf a
the
little
Donald
better,
Rosses,
but
the
I
C.B.
mean, you know,
McDonald's is one of the
DJ
most
Wolf is perfectly
innovative
fine.
and one of the great architects that actually changed the direction. That
I can always make Demon Wolf
Back in the
mod
late
too.
1980s, the Tour Pros
And hey,
actually
Pelican,
refused
hello.
to go back to the stadium course. They signed a petition to get it removed as one of the host courses, a ban that effectively ran
Oh, no
until
shit,
2015.
Russian? That sucks,
But now
man.
the Career Builder Challenge will return to the rotation in 2016.
But yeah, so now does
How about this start?
PSN
Birdie
not
to open
hook
the
up
round.
real well with Xfinity Russian? Because at some point or other, I
Frank,
actually
players
thought
have
about going
hybrids,
with
some have irons
Xfinity
out off the tee on that short
and seeing
par
if I could
4
get
second.
maybe
Time to get the big stick out here on the third.
a little
It
bit
certainly
better
is.
internet through
Third hole
them
you
or
play,
something.
three
But
totally different looks off the tee. This hole
Hey,
appears straightish
Finch,
off the tee, but
hello.
well bunkered down the left, which makes you push that tee shot a little to the right.
here. There you go. Now you can be here with whichever one you want. They're both French.
Good strike.
Must be getting pretty warm
Wide.
outside,
Good
man.
chance to
I gotta
attack the
lose
pin.
this hoodie.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag. Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Stop. Nice.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Oh, that's
for
never
another
a bad
birdie on
idea
this hole
anyway,
on the
Russian.
week.
I mean, you know, all it really takes is setting up a PayPal and getting that my PayPal link or whatever, you know. Oh, dude, that sucks. I was gonna say, I don't know if you were talking about Battlefield 1. It seems like
Frank,
they
what do you
took
think of
that
the start so
goddamn.
far?
Rock solid.
They
Very
took away
impressed.
all the power of the weapons there, man, because it seems like it takes
First
half
par
a clip
3
to
of the
kill
day. It
anybody
is the
on
fourth
Battlefield
here at
1
PGA
anymore.
West, sitting at just under
When I was
200
playing
yards
it
in
the
the
other
car.
day anyway. Nice.
on the green in regulation. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Makes the putt for a birdie. Well, here we are at the fifth hole, a 535-yard par 5 for the long-hitting professionals. Frank, certainly not a long test. What is the challenge?
Let's try not to hit this one.
It's another example of great design by Pete Dye. He'll give you the trouble on the left on the tee shot.
Let's still keep that out.
The trouble to the right on the second shot.
Actually, I think this is the one we got the eagle on. It's the next par 5. I think we hit the water on.
Good tee shot, right in the fairway, and plenty long.
That's a lot of wolves there, Wolfie.
190 now on the second shot. This hole really sets up well for the player. Birdie yesterday, and a chance for another one today.
Yeah, that does suck, Pelican. That
Shouldn't be a
does
problem
suck,
here, but
man.
not a formality either.
I didn't technically know you could do that to somebody else. I mean, I know you could hack to make your shit more powerful. I didn't really know you could hack other people to make them less
What a
powerful.
tremendous display of golf this has been.
Certainly throwing an eagle
I
against the
suppose
field.
when it comes to hacking, anything's possible, I
Just
reckon.
blitzing the field from start to finish.
Frank, a long par 3 here at the 6th, 255 yards. Club selection obviously is crucial.
Yeah, and length is very important here. Something that can fly high and land soft is obviously going to make that green play a little bit bigger. If you get a breeze off the right or left to right into, this hole becomes very challenging.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here.
Nice.
Can't hide the flagstick from that man. Just a couple of feet. You can see why this player has been compared to a young Rory McIlroy. Featured golfer making birdie and now sitting comfortably inside that cut line.
Right, now this is the one we hit it in the water on, so let's try not to do that.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Stop. Okay. I can live with it.
It was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
Oh, that's cool.
Good lie in the fairway. A good chance to make something happen here. Frank, the beauty of golf, we're not playing inside a dome with no wind. You have to be able to handle the elements.
You do, and that's really where the better player comes through. On a day like today, anything around par is going to be a good score. So just adjust your own mental par.
Sweet.
That's how the best of the world.
That's a lot better than yesterday.
Well,
Definitely a lot better than yesterday.
But it was always going to be close.
Well, Frank, here at the par 5 8, 559 yards. Looks as though the player's getting a break from the water, but there is some trouble out there.
Yeah, there certainly is bunkering both on the left and the right. Once again, though, par 5s are always an opportunity for the longer hitter. Even if you stray a little off line.
And honestly, the only place I've ever scored a hole-in-one on a par 4 was I think it was Tiger Woods 6 had a
Well, the tee shot has landed
one
in the
hole.
bunker.
It was on a Canadian course that you could actually get a hole-in-one on a par 4. And I, of course, had it programmed to where I could do that all the
It's a
time.
little gloom and doom, though.
So it was pretty
Left isn't
sweet.
too high. A good swing here still shouldn't be a problem.
Definitely happy with the eagle, of course.
Well, that's just a tee to green clinic, a seminar on how to do it the right way. Every single green in regulation. Bogey here yesterday. Chance to better that today.
Yeah, let's not do the bogey thing. Matt. Oh,
Just
yeah.
an amazing display.
That's
The
what I'm
records
talking
continue
about.
to fall.
So I think that's what? Is that two? That's two
Frank, the
eagles in a
par
row,
4
I
94
believe,
to
which is nice.
52 yards is all you want.
Yeah, you could make 5 there every day just by poking it down
Again,
the left
let's
side.
keep it
Who
the
wants
fuck
to
out of
do
the
that?
water.
Force your hand, try and go down the right side. You might make the odd 3, make a few more 4s, but miss it on the right, and that's where you start to make a big number.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up, it's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Oh, nice.
That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side.
And I remember, I don't know, this was quite a few years ago or whatever, but if you actually looked up Jimbo 19
These putts keep the round
on
together.
a search, a lot of times I popped up with like 3 or 4 entries on 3 or 4 different things. I think if you search it now, I think one of the first things that pops up is that I'm an actor in that 8 Wheels of Death movie. It says that's what I'm known for, is being an actor in that 8 Wheels of Death movie.
Another birdie, and what a day it's been. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back. Tom Weisskopf was one of my idols growing up. I loved the way he swung. That swing right there reminds me.
Which is funny because that's a 40-minute independent movie made by the camera guy for the Bleeding Heartland Roller Girls. You wouldn't think that movie would even
feel good.
You wouldn't even think that movie would be known, you know.
Long, straight.
Yeah, you can puff out your chest, last to play, the advantage, holes shorter. Basically, the list goes on.
See, I knew I should have spun that a
So
lot
trying to
more
get the
forward,
back 9
but
off
that's
to a good start. The approach shot is on the green,
As long
but
as we
he
get
still has
par
work
here,
to
we're
do.
good.
This is about a 30-footer coming up.
All right, now, yeah, it's 9 inches. So 40. Should be close enough for par anyway if we don't make it. Yeah.
Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Quit your walking
And
in
getting
circles.
ready
It
for the
wasn't that
putt.
bad.
And he makes it for par. Now at the long par 5 11th. They call it eternity with good reason. It is 617 yards. Frank, what's the game plan here?
Hit it as long as you can, hopefully only a couple of times, and you can get fairly close to this green. A little pitch up there, but even if you go for this green or try and get close, that's when you start to notice the water that comes in on the left side. So you can't just bash away. Might only be a couple of bunkers in play off the tee, but they have to be avoided.
Big swing right there. A great result. And now a chance for a big swing in momentum with an even coming up. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Continues to roll it very well. All day long.
I'll take it.
To the par 4 12th here at PGA West, short at 363 yards.
Oh, okay, we got that tree, I think, in the way.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Frank, another good scoring opportunity here at the par 4 12th.
Yeah, just have to focus on where that flag is in relation to these little ridges and the mounds on this green. It's called moat because it's protected by that wall of sand down that left side.
Go in!
That's not really in play for this shot. If you're smart, use one of those little ridges. They can kick it towards the flag.
Trying to make yet another birdie. He's made it. You see the blend of holes here from the long par 5 to the short par 4, now to the 214-yard par 3 13. Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green.
Stop.
Just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all
Yeah,
day.
I do. It almost
Second
hurts
shot.
when it's that close, man. It's kind of like, why couldn't you just go in? But still got the birdie. And we're still kicking ass. So.
Oh, yeah, he's made it for a birdie. Frank, what's the best way to make 3 here at this 389-yard par 4 14th?
I'm not sure, really. I know there's 2 definitive options. You know, hitting it down the left or carrying over the bunker. And I think that's another example of Pete Dye. There's one of those holes you never really know if you've made the right play to finish the hole.
Good contact, good result. Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway. This has really been a good bounce-back round. Slow at the start, now they're picking up some speed. Well, he'll be disappointed
what the
with
hell
that,
was
no
that?
doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
Shot now from the rough. Frank, what's he facing?
Well, the lie first and foremost. If it's sitting down, then obviously you're not going to get a very good contact. Nothing wrong with coming up a little bit short of the green.
I'll take
Problem
that,
is
though.
turning one mistake
Fucking A.
into another.
Seems like I should get a recovery on that, too, since it
Down to
wasn't
the
from
par
the,
4
since it was from
15th
the rough.
hole, 468 yards. Frank, what do you like about number 15?
The variation of the bunkering here, Rich, I think is excellent. The bunker that meanders its way down the right side tends to go to the right, and then you start to see those 2 bunkers down the left
yeah,
side.
we had that before,
You've
too,
really gotta
man,
try
for
and
that
take
eagle
second
before,
one on
man.
the left out of play. That requires something in
It was
the
an uphill
excess of
shot and
280
stopped like
yards.
inches
there
from
on
the
in,
damn
you've got a
hole.
chance.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Second shot now at 15. Playing this
What?
par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
That's still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
Yeah. That's twice in a row.
Oh my goodness, he
Yeah,
just made
it does
I
that a
cannot
lot,
believe it.
man,
I was thinking it might get
unfortunately.
close.
Let me see.
And
Hopefully it
Just
didn't
a
fucking
great
crash.
shot.
I hate to think
Frank,
it
this could be an
crashed.
exciting and pivotal point in the
But
round.
yeah,
at
that's
par
my
5,
problem,
16.
man, is every time I go to
especially
watch a
if the player
stream,
decides to
dude.
have a go here. If you're going to take it on a direct line, then you've got to carry all of that bunker complex. But then the other thing to realize, what's the worst thing that can happen? Just in the bunker, right? It's worth a go. Either that, hit it down the right side. There's no way you're going to reach this par 5 and 2.
Okay, cool, cool. Yeah, I was gonna say, cause man, it sucks. Cause like I said, every time I watch a stream nowadays, I can watch it for about
Like the
the
looks of this
most
one?
3-4
Oh,
minutes,
yeah.
and I have to keep refreshing it, man. It's annoying as fuck.
Right where they were aiming, in the fairway. And now the second shot here at this par 5. This is a good-looking shot. Had a birdie here yesterday in there close. Great opportunity for another one. This one just requires a little bit of focus.
Yes.
Just sensational golf, and he finishes it off with an eagle. Well, there it is. They call it Alcatraz. Just sitting out there on the water, 168 yards away, Frank.
Well, speaking of water, that water looks so peaceful, doesn't it? It'd be a shame to spoil it with a splash.
Terrific golf shot. And now, that for an easy birdie. He really likes this hole. Made birdie yesterday. Can he do it again today?
I may actually hang on.
Good putt.
I'm not gonna be in the chat for a second here, man. I'm gonna try this with Chrome.
Well, Frank,
see if
hopefully the
it
player
works
has
any
arrived
better.
here at 18 in a pretty good frame of mind. If not, you have to be thinking, oh, here we go again. Water left. I mean, you could shoot 100 out here on this golf course if you don't have your best stuff.
Yeah, this is another example of, you're right, if you've got the bad mojo going, this is not the hole you want to be playing. Water left, bunkers right. Somewhere in between, though, this fairway.
That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
That is classic.
I don't know if that was quite a heartbeat
Chance of going
moment,
in.
but Man,
See
I
if
need
you
to
can
get
get
in the
this one to
settings
drop.
on this.
Big birdie putt.
Nice.
Simple, solid, and he'll take it.
But one that you need to make. Well, Rich, 2 rounds in the books, and it's easy to see why the leaders are on top of that leaderboard.
Excellent performance, but still a long ways to go in this tournament.
All right. Let me, I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. I shall return in just a second, though. Let me see if I can get this started, though, so it'll be loading in while I'm doing this.
This is EA Sports, PGA Tour coverage coming your way. Today it's live, third round coverage of the California Classic. All set to go. We take you to the first hole. Warm-ups are done. First 2 rounds in the book. And Frank, this is where careers are made, on the weekends at these kinds of championships.
This is also what you hope for, too, in professional golf. You know you've got your good stuff. We've seen that through the first 2 days. Put yourself in a great position. Just 36 holes to go. You're looking at that first hole and what the weekend might unfold. That's the beauty of this game.
Wow, Frank, look at that one run out. Just blistered that tee shot.
That has to be 325 if it's an inch.
All right, Frank, break down this approach shot here at hole number 1.
Well, typical Pete Dye confuses you straight out of the gate. Draw off the tee, and then you've got to hit that second shot in left to right. Look at the angle of that green. It points away to the right.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot.
Put a birdie on the card here yesterday, don't forget.
Ooh, chance for birdie.
Sweet.
Do that.
Second hole's just 371 yards. Frank, are players licking their chops, thinking they need to make a 3 here?
Yeah, if you can just accept the fact that you're going to have a longer second shot than you'd think for a hole of 370 yards, then that's the first way to overcome this. Just put yourself a short iron in your hand. Do the attacking with the second shot. That's an absolute beauty.
Frank, I'm guessing as a player, this is the kind of shot you like. Early in the round, short par 4, nice look as you get set for the approach shot.
After a tough opening hole, Pete Dye gives you a chance here. Scoring club in hand. If you can get it to the right distance, even 15 feet right of this flag, very much a birdie chance.
That will be a great look at birdie.
Yeah, that's what's weird is it's not real obvious that it's like uphill or downhill.
The speed.
I mean, they totally tell you the left or right is good. They're totally good about telling you the left or right, but seeing you have to be able to see like that hump. If I landed on that hump, it would roll backwards. If I landed up here on the flat part, it'll roll forwards. But you can't always tell that. That's what screws me a lot of times when I'm trying my approach shots. But
now to the third hole, a par 4, 471 yards. Frank, break this hole down for us.
Well, the trouble appears down that left side with the series of bunkers, but you've got to take into account the trees that are well positioned down the right side. Plus, as you can see, this fairway is not exactly flat.
Split the fairway with that. Just a gorgeous swing.
Yeah, I know on the Tiger Woods games they use as a, like, obviously.
Frank, what's the best way to get at this hole location here at number 3?
Like nothing's moving, but if you look over here,
a little draw off the tee and a little draw
like you can see the left and right.
The shape of that green, it's on a 45 degree angle.
That it's moving left and right.
So really
but like, say if that was uphill, it'd be red. If it was downhill, it'd be blue. If it was flat, it would just be green. I kind of like that about the Tiger Woods games because that actually helped you know whether you should spin the ball forward or backwards. And it does make it a touch more challenging, right, at least, you know, because you kind of got to guess. But see, like that right there.
Really in control of this hole. Birdie yesterday and another opportunity
that shouldn't
on the way.
necessarily have rolled back that far, but I guess it was more uphill than it looked like.
This hole's been good to him. Birdie yesterday trying for another one today. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Frank, here's a case at the 4th hole, this par 3 of Pete Dye kind of messing with a player's mind. Just how does he do it?
Well, there's a straight line between that tee and the flag. That's the obvious thing. But if you follow the look of the hole down there, it's just the shaping of the bunkers, the little curving of the edges there that just take that mind's eye away, almost making it look like there's a little bit of a dog leg in a straight hole. Very clever.
Stop.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Not a gimme, but well within his range.
Yeah, I don't know. Are you still playing Friday the 13th with Solitaire, Shelby, or are you just...
Frank, this is a player in full flight right now.
It looks too easy right now.
Well, here we are at the 5th hole, a 535-yard par 5 for the long-hitting professionals. Frank, certainly not a long test. What is the challenge here on this hole?
It's another example of great design by Pete Dye. He'll give you the trouble on the left on the tee shot, and then he moves the trouble to the right on the second shot. It's going to get you one way or the other.
Caught that one flush, Frank. That was beautiful.
What was the movie again? Dead, solid, perfect. Well, with a good shot here, Rich, I'll tell you, this eagle on the cards, hole very reachable from where he is.
Don't get many opportunities like this. This is a good place to take advantage.
Stop.
What a shot. Setting up for an eagle here. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. What a hole this is. 255 yards, par 3, water everywhere you look. This is a real test.
It's called Amen, and whatever religion that you subscribe to, you better say a prayer before this one.
I like the looks of this one. Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
This for birdie. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Frank, the 7th is a short par 4, 346 yards, so I'm guessing it's a layup off the tee, but it might be a nervy layup because
Ooh, yeah,
right,
rough decision
you miss
here.
left. That's no bargain.
It's very distracting looking down the right side. I think that's the easiest way to put it. But if you can break this hole down, 346 yards, if you take 120 yards off that, which is like a wedge, then the layup only becomes like 220 yards. That seems a little less intimidating.
Frank, he is one of the longest hitters in the game, but at some point, you have to hit a fairway.
Yeah, he's certainly not the straightest. I think that was the bit you're going to put in the middle.
Oh, no, look out, Frank. I think he flushed that one.
Stop.
This is going, gone.
Yeah, whatever.
So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he does it here.
Yeah, like that.
Well, how do you like that? He's holding. Just a phenomenal play right there. 555-yard par 5 8th hole. Frank, is this a 2-shotter or a 3-shotter?
Good question, Rich. It starts to shrink down by the walkway, which is around that 330-yard mark. That's the decision has to be made. Personally, I think you try it at first, because even if you do find a fairway bunker, then it is certainly a layup. if you've got the distance, it's well worth the risk.
Well, that's the way you draw it up here at the 8. You want to get it out there. He's done that, and he's kept it in the fairway. Frankie could make eagle right here with a really good approach shot.
Yeah, well within his reach, too. And Rich, if we just sit back and relax here, I think we're going to see perhaps a very good look at eagle coming up.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here.
Stop. Yes.
Can't hide the flag stick from that man.
Exactly where I wanted it, but it's right in the area.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Oh, yes, that's an eagle.
Baby.
Finishing out the front nine with a pretty difficult par 4. Again, water down that right side.
All right. Again, let's just keep it out of that water, and we'll be okay.
The game's about rhythm. When you have good rhythm, it just looks effortless. To hit the ball 300 yards through the air, that easy. Well, par 4s, they're not all the same, Rich, but after that tee shot, I guess you can say this one's going to be easy.
That was a beauty right there. Frank, break down this second shot here at the 9th hole.
The second shot's a little bit like the tee shot. We know that the biggest trouble is on the right with the water, but there's also a bunker between water and green. So Pete Dye's enticing you to try and play the correct shot, which is one that just moves a little left to right towards the flag. And there is a little bit of relief. If you just miss it a touch, you're in the sand, not the water. It's that sneaky distance.
Hell yeah! I kind of can't believe I made that one.
Frank, do you buy the old adage, drive for show, putt for dough?
Oh, putting's the great equalizer, Rich.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frank, is this a definite green light, the approach at the par 4 10th?
Well, there's enough opportunities at PGA West for the long hitters. This is an opportunity for the really good iron players. This is where they have a chance to shine, because a good iron player will give himself a birdie putt here. A poor iron player all of a sudden they'll find trouble.
Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Sweet.
No problems there.
Yeah, keeps the round going, keeps the momentum on his side.
Well, Frank, how about this hole? Par 5 11 at 617 yards.
The goal here is to take all those bunkers down that left side completely out of play. If you hit it far enough down there, you can get close to this green. But if you do stray a little bit, all of a sudden, well, it's called eternity. You're going to find that this hole will play very long.
Nice long tee shot there on a good lie, Frank. Good lie in the fairway. Good chance to make something happen here.
Oh, this is right at it.
He's hit it very close. He will have that, Frank, for an eagle.
And we just about had a double eagle on that
How
bad
quickly
boy.
the round changes. He'll quickly pick up 2 shots on the field.
That's what I'm
Just
talking
dominated this
about.
hole, and he ends up with an eagle. Right now, another clever, small par 4, only 363 yards here at the 12th.
A couple of different options here, Rich. You can lay it up just short of where that nose of the bunker starts to poke out on the right side of the fairway. You're going to be left with something in the sort of 140, 150 yard mark to the flag. Well, if you want to get a little sort of greedy, start to sneak it up there where it gets narrow and shorter. It requires a better shot.
Frank here at the par 4 12th, getting ready for this approach shot. Good chance for a 3.
There is. Notice the contours on the green. They sort of slope towards the back and down that left side. So you can actually use that in your favor with this approach.
Oh, just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than
Touch
that all
less.
day
Nope,
today.
that could have gone
This
in
one
too.
just requires a little bit of focus. Tricky par 3 here, the 13th, 214 yards.
Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Stop, 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 stop. Yes.
On the green.
Yes.
And looking at a birdie opportunity. Just a couple of feet. Continues to roll it very well all day long. 14th hole, par 4 of 389 yards. It is short, but Frank, there is some danger lurking along the way.
Yeah, most of it's sand. Two options really: poke it down that left side, let it run down there like a bowling alley. Either that or take that bunker completely out of play, 290, 300 yard category, and get it down there where it's just a flick wedge. And
What's
Frank
up,
couldn't ask for
Nitai?
anything more.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
just the lie there too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Just a case of a hole suiting the player's eye. Made the birdie yesterday, and he has a good chance to make another one today. He really likes this hole. Made birdie yesterday. Can he do it again today?
Oh, I had to wonder about that one for a second.
Oh, yeah, he's made it for a birdie. Now at the 15th, par 4, 468 yards. It is nicknamed Turning Home as we are making our way towards the close of this round. But this could be really good, Frank.
Oh, straight at it.
Well, that was a beautiful drive, Frank. Really good position to take advantage.
Sitting up beautifully in the fairway.
Frank, what are you thinking on this second shot here at 15?
Well, if mentally you could take out all that bunker complex on the left, this second shot would look extremely straightforward. And that's really the way you've got to play it. You've got to act like those bunkers aren't there on that left side. And therefore you can go straight at this flag.
That is how it's done right there. What an approach shot.
Oh, nice, dude. Nice.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Simple, solid, and he'll take it.
But one that you need to make.
Frank, this could be an exciting and pivotal point in the round, the par 5 16.
Especially if the player decides to have a go here. If you're going to take it on a direct line, then you've got to carry all of that bunker complex. But then the other thing to realize, what's the worst thing that can happen? Just in the bunker, right? It's worth a go. Either that, hit it down the right side. There's no way you're going to reach this par 5 and 2.
We knew it right away. Picked up the tee, didn't even look at it. We can see it. It's
Oh,
perfect.
that's awesome.
Right down the
Yeah,
middle
dude,
of the
because I
fairway.
know a lot of those massage
And his
machines
second
do get
shot
pretty
for
loud.
Par 5. Get down. Look out.
It's over. The green.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is
Well,
going
we
to
can
say,
get the Seagull.
except him.
Hopefully we can get the
There's
Seagull,
5
baby.
feet left.
Give it to me. Yes.
What a tremendous display of golf this has been.
Certainly throwing an eagle against the field too. We've seen it all. Birdies, eagles, just blitzing the field from start to finish.
Well, there it is. They call it Alcatraz. Just sitting out there on the water, 168 yards away, Frank.
Well, speaking of water, that water looks so peaceful, doesn't it? It'd be a shame to spoil it with a splash.
Come on now, we gotta fucking... We need these last two.
This looks like it's going to find the target.
Stop.
Good
Yes.
chance
Nice.
now for a
Okay.
birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Oh, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
This for birdie. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall.
All right, man. Come on.
One great hole after another here at PGA West. The finishing hole, no exception. Frank, what can we expect here?
Great finishing hole. It's amazing. If you took the three bunkers we're first going to see down the right side, this would almost be a nothing hole. But because they're perfectly situated here, they really shrink up that driving area down the left side. And this is just a reward for a great swing, a great strike, a great shot.
Frank, this approach shot seems pretty straightforward. Just don't hit it left.
Yeah, it's a tough second shot. It's that visual. Once again, you've got that green that's angled to the left. But once again, like a few holes out here, you do not have to hit directly at this flag. You're allowed
Stop.
to
No.
move that flag
Shit, I
in
shouldn't have
15,
backspun that.
Even 20 feet to the
I knew I
right.
shouldn't
There's
have backspun
nothing
that.
wrong with that.
Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity.
All right. Let's see if we can get this, though.
Oh, just when you thought they might pick up one. Now, settle for a par.
So just a formality here.
Would have been a perfect round otherwise, but that's all right. If we get a -19, we got another -80,
Did
though.
the job right
I
there.
mean, which is very possible, quite obviously. I would have liked to have kept that to a -18, then I would
There
have just
you
had
have
to
it.
have
Round
birdied
three is
everything.
finished,
and
and
a
it was a
couple
good
of
one,
eagles
Frank.
that we could
Yeah, after
probably
3
get.
rounds in, you really
But
could
it's
start
very
to
possible
see who
we
could
could
take
see
home
another
the
80
trophy
here.
when it's all said and done.
It is
Great
very
play, though,
possible.
up until this point.
Now,
round 4
give
should
me
be an
about 2 minutes
absolute
real
thriller.
quick because I am starving my ass off. I'm going to run downstairs, throw a couple Pop-Tarts in the toaster, and I will be back. But it shouldn't be more than a couple minutes. Cool. Let's get on with it.
Coverage coming your way is presented by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. Today, it's the final round of the California Classic.
All right, cool. We got ourselves some s'mores Pop-Tarts. They're the Walmart brand, of course. But I think that should hold me over for a little bit. All right, so we need negative 19. That's what we're shooting for.
And now we go down to the first hole.
Hey, you know, I often
Frank,
wondered that, man, because I mean, it kind of looks like when you see it in the
round, you're in the lead.
like in the movies and all that stuff. I mean, it always looks like everything's so compact, almost like a New York type deal or whatever. But it seems to me like that island is bigger than it looks like on the map. So I did wonder just how big Japan was in general, but I guess Tokyo is one of their biggest cities, right? Isn't that like, is Tokyo the capital of Japan, or?
Excellent opening tee shot right in the fairway. Now the approach shot here at the par 4 first.
Safely on deck.
Had a birdie here yesterday in there close. Great opportunity for another one. Birdie try again here today.
Okay. And yeah, like I remember you saying something about, I think, was it you that was talking about how there's like insanely huge fines for littering and shit there or whatever? So that it would almost be like, if I went there, it would almost be like a clean New York, I bet, man. But yeah, I know damn well almost every Japanese person I've met has been super nice, so I would imagine going over there they
Teed
would
up here
be.
at the second hole, Frank. This is a short par 4 measuring about 370 yards.
While it mightn't have the yardage, it's certainly made up in strategy by all the bunkering down here, Rich. And it's really two bunkers that you've got to, or two complexes that you've really got to worry about. One down the left, you see, is about 285 yards to carry, and then that next crop comes in just about 300 yards. So you've got to decide whether to go over the bunker.
I'd love to go over there, and I'd love to see, of course, I'd love to see Tokyo, the city, but man, I would love to see some of those like houses, like that you see in pictures and shit. Like,
Frank, I'm guessing
I'd love to see some of those Japanese houses there, man.
Early in the round, short par 4, nice look.
That's gotta be
beautiful. For the approach shot.
After a tough opening hole, Pete Dye gives you a chance here. Scoring club in hand, if you can get it to the right distance, even 15 feet right of this flag, very much a birdie chance.
You can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline.
And getting ready for the putt. And he has it for birdie. Frank, Pete Dye certainly gives you a variety of holes, and we see that. Granted, 3 par 4s to start, but each one with a different look.
They certainly are, Rich, and it's amazing what one good bunker will do. And the bunker I'm referring to is the one down the left side. That's about 285 yards to carry. It's the sort of bunker that keeps you honest.
Oh, hell no. I bet you Americans have a field day with that one. Of course, I would imagine it's pronounced Takashita, but that is totally not what we would see.
And right in the middle. Second shot here at the third. Bunkers guarding.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Left
Yeah,
of
that's
green.
cool. I would imagine, though, with them being the technological geniuses they are, that would almost be expected, but...
This is a good-looking shot. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
Just a couple of feet. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Frank, here's a case at the fourth hole, this par 3 of Pete Dye kind of messing with a player's mind. Just how does he do it?
Well, there's a straight line between that tee and the flag. That's the obvious thing. But if you follow the look of the hole down there, it's just the shaping of the bunkers, the little curving of the edges there that just take that mind's eye away, almost making it look like there's a little bit of a dog leg in a straight hole.
Yes.
Very clever.
Oh, just a superb shot.
Oh, see, and that's something that you don't see much of anymore, man. I would love to go to an actual arcade. I would imagine the games are more than a quarter nowadays, but
another birdie and the gap even
I
wider.
think the last arcade that we had in the mall, I don't know if it's still here. The games were getting to be about like 75 cents and shit or whatever. So
it's called Double Trouble. Reason why is the lake on the tee shot on the
oh
left
wow,
side.
that's cool. I
Reverse
actually
it up
wouldn't
there
have
on the
even
second
thought
shot
that. I
and put the
honestly would
lake
have
on the
thought
right.
Japan would have been like a total no smoking thing. That's actually kind of cool.
Ideal position, sitting up perfectly.
Because I remember when I was a kid,
Second shot.
there were certain arcade machines that actually had ashtrays on the side of them and shit, man. Wow. I never would have guessed that, man. That's kind of weird.
This one doesn't look good.
There's water over there.
Stop.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
What is he ever like?
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. The eagle has landed. Wow.
Holy shit. 7 floors? Dude, that's bigger than most of our
The
malls
architect
over
Pete
here,
is known
dude.
for visual
Holy
intimidation. We see
shit.
it at TPC Sawgrass at the Players every year. And you see it right here, Frank.
Damn.
255-yard par 3/6 with water everywhere you look.
Yeah, you could make an argument here that it suits a little bit of a cut, like a Lee Trevino style fade that starts
Oh, I think
at the
one of
left
the
and moves
biggest
its way to the
malls
green,
over
but then
here
that's
has
also
like
moving
4
back towards
floors.
the water. Conversely, if you try and fly it over that water on the right side with a little bit of a draw, then the green starts to run out on the left side. I don't make it sound hard.
Stuffed it in there really close, and now just a tap
Wow.
in. These putts keep the round together.
Oh, man, I thought they were going to fuck me again.
Good putt. Frank, if you want to play this game at the highest level, and no doubt our players do, you have to sort of be tactical. When you break down shots or break down a hole, how would you break down this hole in a very smart way?
Yeah, I know what you're getting at there. A lot of people would think 350 yards,
really
you could
wanna
bash a
go for
driver
that
down there, you finish up in
green.
trouble. Well, the way to be aggressive on a strategic hole is to just put the first one in play in a position where you can attack with the second. And there's no shame in that. You can still walk off here more days than often than not with a 3.
He pays a
We
price
got
for
this
that.
last time. We ended up with
Yeah,
a
when you
birdie
don't see the
last
top
time,
of the ball in the rough, you know it's not sitting pretty. You need a bit of force to
Try
extract
not
one
just
out
hit
of
it
there.
so hard here. Go in. Yeah. Oh, dude, are you kidding me?
Some momentum here, the second.
Yeah.
Nudge this one home, finish it up.
That's funny too, because that's one of the biggest things a lot of people dread is going to public bathrooms and shit, man.
That's the idea. Just knock it in. Now the second par 5 on this opening 9 here at PGA West. Frank, what are we looking at?
The bunker down the right side.
Oh yeah, the band, that Lawless band, we ended up being a mostly original band. We only learned cover songs because the bars wouldn't let us play unless we learned cover songs. But we were designed to be an original band.
If you do air a little bit, you've got to be very cognizant of the bunkers up on the left side as you get closer to the green.
And I, of course, over the years have like
That's the way you draw it up here at the 8. You want to get it out
written
there,
tons and tons of songs, but
in the fairway. Now the approach shot here on this.
I could never really put music to them. Because back then I didn't know anything about playing guitar or anything, but...
I think this one looks like it might have a postage stamp on it. Airmail City.
Yeah, lick it, send it.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
This from 7 feet. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall.
Oh, I bet, man, I bet.
Finishing out the front 9 with a pretty
Especially with all those
par 5.
arcades, it's probably like
Down that
shitloads
right
and shitloads
side.
of neon lights and shit, dude, but... Yeah, like I said, man, I've seen some pictures of Tokyo sunsets and shit, man. I mean, it honestly has to be freaking beautiful, man. It definitely has to be beautiful.
Wow, smoke that tee shot.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, man, I wish I could play piano,
This is
dude.
a
I
position
probably
where the player's absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
I probably
This is
could
where
have
this
done a
game
lot
just
more
looks
with
like
those
fun.
songs if I played
Bunkers
piano,
don't seem
man.
to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Not to mention, it'd just be nice to be able to play piano.
It should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
This would be a huge momentum swing. This one's for birdie. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. Just a superb performance on the front side. He's hoping to keep it going here on the back 9, Frank.
The game is so much easier when you're swinging well, putts are going in. Really, you've just got to keep out of your own way. What a great shot.
That is tasty looking right there from just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a line like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Frank, again, this would appear to be a pretty good scoring opportunity.
This is so much about getting the distance right here. Bunkers on the left, there's the water to carry, that's needless to say, but also the mounding that's just behind the screen and to the right. It's very easy to just take the trouble out of play in the front and then find the trouble behind the screen. So second shot, judging the distance, imperative here.
Oh, dude, I totally thought that was going to slide around it. I can't believe they're actually
And
giving
in
me
for
these.
birdie.
But I'll take them.
Well, Frank, how about this hole? Par 5 11 at 617 yards.
The goal here is to take all those bunkers down that left side completely out of play. You hit it far enough down there, you can get close to this green. but if you do stray a little bit, all of a sudden, well, it's called eternity. You're going to find that this hole will play very long. There's always advantage of hitting it further than most, Rich, and straighter than most. When you put the two together, it's just straight up a head start.
Well, that's how you play the game, right there. Locked in on the read and the speed.
Come on, baby. Give me this. Give me this.
Literally no error in that putting stroke. Good putt.
I really do think we may see another negative 80 here, man.
Short at 363 yards. Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frank, what's the right play here? Second to the short 12th.
Short flags, obviously got to keep it on that front section. When you've got a back flag, you've got to get it over that little faint ridge that's in the middle of the screen. Got to go past that.
Get down. Lay down. What a display of shot making this has been, Frank.
That incredible approach shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up.
And just a formality. Well, that wasn't a gimme, but he sure made it look easy. And now we're at the par 3 13th hole, 214 yards.
Surely not.
Terrific golf shot.
Oh.
That for an easy birdie.
This is the final round, Alex. And we are probably going to get another 80, I think, out of the deal, bro. I do believe we're going to get another 80 here.
Oh, yeah, he's made it for a birdie.
Because we're at 77 with 5
Frank,
holes
kind of
left,
a
so
make-or-break hole here at the 14th.
it is looking really good. And I know one of these is, at least one of these, I
For the
think,
Cavalier
is still a par
player, you can
5.
sort of go at this this green in a more direct line. 290 yards will take all this bunker down the right out of play. Just leave you a flick in here. I'm going to say that's not a bad play, really. If you don't do that, then you just got to thread it down the left.
Let's hit the spot, dude. That was nice.
Frank, what's the key here? Second shot at 14.
Green sits up a little bit, well protected by those bunkers there. A nice high, soft landing shot.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid.
Stop. No roll. Okay.
This hole really sets up well for the player.
Oh, I'd imagine, yeah, she is still floating in here somewhere, Alex.
Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a
I
formality.
would totally imagine she's still floating around. Haven't heard from her in a while, but I'd imagine she's still floating in here. She never did answer whether or not she was still playing Friday with solitaire or not. So I'm assuming she is.
And he has it.
A good putt redeems.
Yeah, I would almost guarantee she's still lurking.
Solid par 4 here. The 15th is 468 yards. Knew it right away. Picked up the tee, didn't even look at it. We can see it. It's perfect. Right down the middle of the fairway. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
That is
Yes.
superbly executed inside of 5 feet. Just
Oh,
a
well, she's
sensational
okay.
approach shot.
Okay. Well, so she's jumping around then, I
Test her
guess.
from 4 feet.
How dare she leave my chat? Now,
Seems
what
to
are you
really
playing,
have the
Fish?
touch today.
I was going to say, because I know you was playing that Destiny 2 thing, and
This is the
I
second
know you
par
got that
five at
elite thing
PGA
going on.
West
What are
of
you playing,
600
Fish?
or
What do
more
you got?
yards. The 16th.
What do you got going
It's a
on
pretty
over
good
there?
test.
Or what were you playing? Or and I guess while I got your attention for a second, how did you like that Destiny 2 beat? I was gonna try and play
Rich,
it,
there's
but
great drivers of the ball. We've seen Norman
I didn't know if
Nicholas
it'd be
over
worth
the years,
downloading.
but, that there is just excellent. Lovely full turn, plenty of power, and just piped it.
Made it look easy right there, and he's such a good-looking player. When he's
Thanks,
dialed
my
in,
brother.
swinging the way he is
Hello.
right
It's
now,
good to see you,
just
man.
a pleasure to
Appreciate it,
watch.
of course, of course.
This one has a chance to be close.
Stop, 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 stop.
That
Oh,
one
yeah.
inside of 10 feet, really dialed in.
Yeah, hopefully you are doing well, Tanks. Yep, so we're either getting a -80 or a -81 right now. There it is, baby. Right on, Cuddles. What is up? It's good, Tanks, which, by the way, Tanks, I know I'm pretty sure you wasn't around to hear. That court case that I've been fucking with for a goddamn year and a half now is finally over. Not guilty on all charges. So I am actually really fucking stoked about that. I, of course, now have to frickin' find a job and start cleaning up some of the mess from the last year and a half with that. But I am really stoked, bro.
This one should be safely on deck here.
Nothing on my record. Not guilty, baby. So
On the green, and a chance for birdie.
that, of course, has me like really happy, man. It's really weird because I'm not even sure how to act not having to deal with that anymore. But yeah, I mean, it, like I said, it's such a huge cloud removed from my head right now. Yeah, it was close.
So the dominant
Definitely
performance
close.
continues.
Yeah, we're watching two tournaments
What was
right
that,
now. The one at the
17?
top and the
So
rest.
if we birdie this,
Frank,
we could
hopefully
see
the player has
-83,
arrived here at
man. That's
18 in
pretty
a
fucking
pretty good
tight.
frame of mind. If not, you have to be thinking, oh, here we go again. Water left. I mean, you could shoot 100 out here on this golf course if you don't have your best stuff.
Yeah, this is another example of, you're right, if you've got the bad mojo going, this is
Yeah.
not the hole you want to be playing. Water
Like I
left,
said, I
bunkers
knew she'd
right.
be floating around in there somewhere.
Somewhere in between, though, this fella.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's tea.
With the exception
Frank,
of yesterday,
one
of
last
course, because she
critical
wasn't
approach shot. You're at
home.
18.
Well, if
I
we see
usually
someone
don't have a
left of this
stream.
flag
She's not
that's
at
in
least
the water,
lurking in.
They've pulled their second shot.
Stop, stop. Oh, you bastard.
Had a birdie here yesterday. In there close. Great opportunity for another one. I thought that was it.
It looked good.
Oh, really?
It's hard to be critical of that.
Fucking
Just a couple of feet.
bastards. I mean, not that I'm not happy with the -82, but bastards.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Just a great putt and a great win. One great hole after another here at PGA West. The finishing hole, no exception. Frank, what can we expect here?
Great finishing hole. It's amazing. If you took the three bunkers we're first going to see down the right side, this would almost be a nothing hole. But because they're perfectly situated here, they really shrink up that driving area down the left side. And this is just a reward for a great swing, a great strike, a great shot.
21 under. And I'll tell you, man, I had those days, Cuddle. I do remember those days when I first started, before I figured out how all the different clubs worked and the greens, and putting was the biggest thing. Putting was the hardest thing to get a hold of, because you can totally have awesome drives, you can have awesome approach shots, but if you can't putt, it all kind of just goes to shit there. But I have definitely had some of those days, man. But as I started figuring them out, it would, you know, it slowly and surely got better. Well, let's see where we're off to next here. Tiberian Championship. Right on, Nitai. So where is that? Oh, dude. And honestly, that's one of my favorites, man. Yeah, I gotcha. I knew what you meant, Cuddles. It's all good. Oh, this is at Wolf Creek. I want to say this is... Seems like that's where this whole quest for 80 started at some point or other. But yeah, dude, Tiger Woods 06, man, was definitely one of my favorites, dude. Because like I said, I believe that was the one that had Justin Timberlake, and you could create your own courses and shit. And I think that was the one that had Central Park, which, of course, being from New York, was super cool for me. Oh, negative 25, man. That's a fucking awesome score. Yeah, I do. I do remember that song too, Nita. I totally remember that song. I like the way you move, ba-ba-na. And then the trumpets were like, ba-ba-na. I totally remember that song, dude. That was like tattooed in my fucking brain for a while. All right. Well, fuck it. I guess I ain't got nowhere to be, so I guess if you guys are up for another one. Oh, I do, believe me. Yeah, I've been there too. Tiger Woods was one of the tough. Of course, it was his game, you know. But yeah, Tiger Woods, dude. Tiger Woods always took me about, I think, at least 4 or 5 times playing him to beat. So yeah, I mean, you don't necessarily have to feel bad about that, man. I mean, I don't think I ever beat him on the first try. Well, fuck it. I'm up for another one, I guess, if you guys want. We can at least do a couple rounds, if nothing else, so. And yeah, I think it was the back problems and shit that really kind of fucked him, dude. I mean, because I think by now everybody's kind of slowly getting over the legal bullshit, but... You know, yeah, dude, I mean, there ain't much you can do, especially in golf, when your back starts going out, man. That was one of my biggest problems as far as playing a real round of golf after 2 buckets of balls at the driving range. My back had had about enough, so...
The season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
Unless I was playing this good, I don't think I could even complete a round of golf.
This is Rich Lerner alongside my colleague Frank Novola for EA Sports.
Which is weird, I mean, because you wouldn't think it was as hard as it is on your body, but, I mean, this is a truly hard game on your body,
Frank,
so...
if I didn't know that it was Mesquite, Nevada, I think we landed on the moon and they built the golf course here. This is just mind-boggling.
100 years ago, you couldn't build a golf course like this here. Obviously, all the equipment needed, but in the end, it's just it's wonderful. It's an absolute
you can tell this is
playground
kind
for
of a
anyone that
crazy
sort of loves
course
to play the game. It is desert golf,
First
obviously
place is
because of the terrain,
-4.
but the green oasis that cuts in between is each hole. It just sort of gives you a totally different experience because you keep having to remind yourself you are.
Yep, for sure, and that is a good point too. It's not even just one. Like when you're playing at tournament level and shit, you got to do it 4 days in a row. So, not to mention, you know, all the airplane travel and all that. Let's see what we can do here. And I don't know, like I said, I found out today I'm not going to be able to pick up that paperwork from the public defender's office, so.
Rich, that was a heat-seeking missile. That is out there.
And they make it look so easy, and we know it
well,
isn't,
technically about the only thing I do on
that
Twitter,
long
it's set up
and
so
that
that it
straight,
announces
it does make the game
that I'm
kinda
streaming
simple.
here. I'm hardly ever on Twitter. Like every now and then I'll check like one of Dria's posts or whatever, and when she was having trouble with that fucktard, I checked Twitter to see what he had wrote on her shit, but I kind of should do a little more
I like
with
the looks
it.
of this one. Oh, can't hide the flag stick from that man. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. So, Frank, what do you think of the start
That's a
so
good
far?
start.
Rock solid. Very impressed.
But yeah, that's what I was getting at, man. I kind of really need to get on one of them like Fallout streams.
Frank, there's so many
I don't
impressive
know, we'll
holes
see.
here at Wolf
I'll
Creek, but
probably
the
be finishing
second
this
really
up about
stands out.
30-ish or so.
That tee box, is it 9 stories high? It's hard to imagine you can tee up that high, and obviously trying to judge distance is one thing, but also just the visual that you get.
I really need to get on a Fallout 4 thing again.
This one is definitely heading left. Looks like it is going to end up in the rough. You have to think he'll be happy with that, given that it looked like it was headed right for the rough.
Yeah, it looked like that was the only place it was going to finish, but, well, it's a little bit unexplainable. Let's see what he does from here now. Lucky break.
Now this should be extremely uphill. Hey, Lucy. Hello. It's good to see you.
This is a good-looking shot. Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths.
Kind of glad I decided to go for a second tournament now that you're here.
It's a cruel game.
What? Oh, hell no.
Just a tap in to finish the hole.
Bastards.
And that par certainly won't hurt the cause.
There's still some time.
Oh, dude, yeah, I'd love to ride that bullet train. That's got to be fucking crazy.
Frank, 227 yards from the back.
Ronan, hello.
Third. This is all you want.
Oh, that's for sure. Plays a little longer than that, too, by virtue of playing uphill. Thin air might negate some of that. There's going to be a good shot just to keep the ball on the green. One of the smaller greens here.
Okay, let's see what happens here. Oh, awesome, awesome. Ooh, this is going to be a fucked up putt.
Nice result. And a chance for birdie coming up.
This is an awkward length.
Okay, so 21, it should be at 11 then. Let's leave it at 12 since it fucked us last time. I said, I don't really care so much about getting to 80 as long as we win.
Well, you're not going to make that putt all the time, but you'd like to at least get it to the hole.
If he keeps putting like that, he's going to be an announcer in no time.
Fuck up, announcer boy.
So 2 under early on.
And Until Dawn, yeah, if you've never played it before and you don't know what's going on with Until Dawn, yeah, it could be very scary, man.
To the 4th. As we catch up with today's featured golfer, we have already seen some excellent play. Frank, what are some of the keys to keeping this early momentum?
Basically just trying to do the same thing. You're seeing good driving, good approach play, and very good speed on the green right now.
Yeah, at this point, man, I'd wonder if I could even catch a hooker, much less cooker.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Well, nowadays, I'm not even sure where the hell you'd even get a hooker, to be honest with you. That's how out of date I am.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
That is an excellent play right there. The approach.
Oh, Fathead Raid coming in. Welcome, 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 everybody.
Speed.
You've got your top 50. Welcome, Fathead. Of course, it's always a pleasure to see you, brother. WWRL, welcome. Stirwin Gaming, welcome. Operator Error, we've seen you in here before. It's always awesome to see you. Or at least I think I've seen you in tanks anyway. And Johnny, I hope that's pronouncing right, Johnny. Old Geezer Gaming, welcome. Doozy. I really am glad I decided to go for a second tournament now. But yes, welcome to everybody. Welcome. Oh, you fucking...
Man.
They just pushed it.
Dang it. Dang. I got all excited because we're getting raided. Wasn't paying attention to the shot. Damn it. Really got to stop doing that.
With authority.
Awesome, old geezer. Thank you. That's very much appreciated, man. That's very much appreciated.
How about this hole, Frank? Par 5, 5th.
If you stand on this tee for the first time,
and yeah, man, this game especially is super addicting, man.
Bunkers, do you aim it over the sort of the canyon? Really,
I've been playing it literally since more or less the day it came out, man, and it still has not gotten boring.
That little stream, but you can always have a drink on the way if you want to, I guess. Second shot plays uphill, but this is a relatively short par 5, so very reachable. But you can see you've got to flight that second shot. You want to make sure that ball's coming in nice and high to this green that's perched up.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frank, what do we have with this approach here to the par 5?
A good tee shot across that stream there is going to leave an uphill second shot, and this green is raised in the front, very narrow between those two bunkers. It's going to take something rather special to carry the ball up high enough and land it soft enough to keep it on this par 5 and 2.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here.
Go. Okay, cool.
Big swing right there. And a great result. And now a chance for a big swing in momentum with an eagle coming up.
And I think everybody in here is doing pretty good, Doozy. Like I said, we're all sort of super stoked because I've been fucking with this court case for about a year and a half now, and I am finally done with it with a not guilty verdict. So,
Frank, here at the
all right, so that got me first place at least. That eagle got me first place.
Be careful here for the longer hitters, Rich.
Let's see if we can keep our head in the game here and not get distracted again.
The par 5 5th hole, it also comes across here. So something that lands short of that, which is in the vicinity of...
Oh, man, yeah, I actually liked the Wii Tiger Woods. Man, it was a lot more challenging because you actually really had to have somewhat of a golf stroke to make it work. It was a little bit more challenging with the Wii. But I don't remember which one it was. I want to say it was like 8 or 9 or something, I think.
Crazy.
Tiger Woods 8 or 9 that came out on the Wii.
Rich, there's great drivers of the ball. We've seen Norman, Nicholas over the years, but that there is just excellent. Lovely full turn, plenty of power, and just piped it.
Made it look easy right there, and he's such a
I know I've got I think it's
in,
8.
swinging the way he is right now.
I'm pretty sure I've
Just
got
a pleasure
8 for
to
the
watch.
PlayStation, for the, it looks like the Xbox 360, and I'm pretty sure I at least still have 1 or 2. Stop. Let me see what I got here, because I know I still have at least 1 or 2. I'm pretty sure I kept 11 and 14 for the PS3. Yep, it looks like 11 and 14 is what I kept for the PS3. Yeah, I couldn't see that coming, could we?
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
Uh-oh,
Just to
Otto's
point out.
awake. The beast has awoken.
That's a good par given the situation.
Right on, Fishy. You
Still
have a
tight,
good one,
still
brother.
close. Frank, a very short par 4 here at the 7th, but not one you're going to try to hit off the tee.
No, unless you can fly the ball sort of 300 yards on the nose and stop it within sort of 5 or 6 yards, it's really too risky. This green is not very deep, just sort of 10 or 15 yards in depth. It's just a layup hole, but layup hole it simply doesn't mean grab a club and hit it down the field. The best way to play it is to try and hit the ball right on the number. And what I mean by number, I mean the full shot yardage for your second shot. Even if that only is a sand
Doesn't really matter because we
This
can
is
always
not
get it
hitting in the
close
right
with the
direction.
second
It
shot.
looks like it's going to be in the rough.
That's up there. Thank you.
Wow,
Beautiful.
what a day. Every green.
I love it when a
hit in
plan comes
regulation.
together.
So a tester from 4 feet.
Right. Hey, that's all good, Splashy. Better late than never, baby. Better late than never. It's good to have you, man. Definitely good to have you.
Here's the
Around
leaderboard.
here, I think almost everybody's late at some point or
He's
other.
capable of putting up birdies in bunches.
He's now just 3 shots behind the leader.
Frank, the 8th here at Wolf Creek in Mesquite, Nevada is really
And
the
yeah,
signature
actually, I
par
am.
3,
It
isn't it?
actually is
I'd
going
go
pretty
so
good.
far,
The
Rich,
chat
to say
is
this is a
actually
great
pretty
par three.
rocking today.
Doesn't matter where it was played, the stream that sort of comes all the way down there and surrounds the left side of the screen makes this hole really daunting. Logic would say if you're going to miss the screen, obviously you'd miss it to
Pull
the
this
right,
off.
but it's just a beautiful hole. And then you put the fact that the canyon frames the whole hole itself. It's beautiful.
Hopefully it's not going to roll way back. Come on, come on.
Excellent
You
shot.
could
to
have
within
rolled back
10
a bit
feet.
there.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt.
Not missing nothing important here. Oh yeah, definitely 21 likes. That is awesome, dude. I can't say I'm not stoked about that. That is amazing. Get in there. Yeah.
Has it. Now to 7 under for the tournament. Finishing up this front side here at the par 4 9th, 390 yards. And what are we looking at, Frank?
Well, it looks relatively straightforward, but it's anything other than that. Decision time again. Do you lay it up into that wide area of the fairway? If you're a longer hitter. And you
Oh,
are out
nice,
here to have
yes,
little
and a
bit of
few
fun,
new subs
then
is
maybe you
always
want to
good,
take the head
too.
cover off because you get a little bit of an advantage if you can drive it over that last bunker on that right side, or at least take that out of play. Because you're only going to have a short pitch in here.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. With that ball sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
We're going to put this a little closer than we could because it should be uphill.
Good swing, good shot yet again.
Oh,
Frank, he is
beautiful.
dialed in.
Yeah, that was just
Hit
some
the
shot.
pin
of
and
easy birdie.
everything. Yes, definitely. I am very impressed, man. I do. I love it. I mean, and I honestly wouldn't really, be disappointed if there was only 4 people from the raid. I love people. I love the fact that
Just
people, you know,
continuing to play some really
it's
good
always
golf.
nice that people
8
raid you
under par
even
for
if
the
there's only
championship.
one person that shows up. That's always nice for
Beginning
sure.
the back 9 here at
And
Wolf
thank
Creek
you,
Golf Club in
Splashy,
Mesquite,
very
Nevada.
much.
Rich Lerner for EA Sports with my partner Frank Nobilo. Frank, tell us about the 10th hole.
Got to be careful
Well,
here, Rich. That
unfortunately,
desert ridge
Cuddles
on
Dree
that
has
right
been
side,
having
it
a
sort of makes
super
that
hard
fairway
time
look
even
smaller
getting
than
their
exactly
fucking
what it is.
stream going
This fairway's
lately.
about the same width as all the
I
others.
want to
so
say
just
it's been a
convince
good
yourself
week
that.
since
Good
she's
drive
been
down
able
here is
to
gonna
really
give you a second
stream.
shot, a little bit uphill.
Just 'cause our
Into a
internet's so
green that sort of
jacked up
slopes
right now.
away on about a 45-degree angle.
Yes, that is awesome to all of you who
Now
are
he's put himself in
who
a
have
really
subbed.
good spot to get after this
Welcome
flag
to
step.
the crew.
Steeply up the hill here. This is going to play very long.
I should be able to spin the hell out of this one since it's uphill. Yeah.
Sensational shot right there, Frank.
That's
Stop
what
beating
I'm
your chest
talking
after a shot
about.
like that. That's the best we've seen into this hole to date.
Nudge this one home. Finish it up.
Yeah, like I said, unfortunately, Dree's been having so much damn trouble with her freaking internet, man. I want to
You
say
can
it's
see
been
why this
over a
player
week
has
now.
been
She's got a
compared
few
to young
videos
Rory
up
McIlroy, featured
because
golfer,
she starts
making birdie,
one
now
and
sitting
usually it'll let her go for a little
inside
bit,
that
but
cut line.
then it always boots her off. I mean, I almost feel like I haven't talked to Drea in, it feels like months. I, of course, text her all the time, and we talk, you know, through texting and shit, but...
So this could be good. Superb
That was
shot.
actually a lucky hit on that pin.
That's as good as it's going to
That
get. There's
pin
going to be
actually
no worries
was
about making that one.
good, good. Oh shit, Graveyard. What the fuck is up, man? How the fuck have you been, dude? Jesus, it has been a long ass time since we've seen you.
Well, there's impressive, and then there's mind-boggling. We're at mind-boggling now. 10 under par. Frank, the par 5 12th is another case of a hole where you see that Wolf Creek Golf Club can actually be kind of scary, daunting. But you look out at the desert mountains, and then you add in some water, which we have here on the left, and you can go for some big numbers here if you're not careful.
Well, this is where the Wolf and the Creek can take a bite out of you. You hit it left off the tee, then you're certainly going to start to rack up an under. There's enough fairway down the right, but once again, if you hit a good drive and this hole is reachable for you, then you've got to worry about the water, which is to the right of this green. 5 wouldn't be the worst score you could make around here, that's for sure.
Oh wow, you're originally from South Africa. That's where a good friend of ours, Doc's Gaming, is actually based out of South Africa. And that's good, Graveyard. Good to hear. Good to hear. Hell, my understanding too is everything in England is pretty expensive, but
It should be pretty good right there. On the safe side.
oh damn! I definitely didn't need that.
That
front
was
spin.
a big, bold strike. And
That's all right. We can still get a birdie.
Bold
Oh
move.
shit, Nomad, what's up, brother? You
Coming
were
up.
trying to slide in here.
Over this putt, concentrating on the lead.
I was born in the Bronx, New York, but I am currently located in Bloomington, Indiana. Which I would very much like to change, because as I mentioned, I had a stupid ass court case going on or whatever, so I'm about sick of always having the law fucking with me.
So early on the backside here at the 12th hole, missed opportunity.
Yeah, whatever. We got a birdie. We're good. I'll take it.
Pretty much doing.
And yeah, Nomad, I guess you weren't around here. I almost hit you up on Facebook to tell you, but
now to the 13th
I was kind of lazy about it. But yeah, Nomad, that goddamn court case is finally fucking over. Not guilty on all charges.
350 yards
so
as the crow flies.
I am free and clear of that finally.
300 yards. I don't know if the mere mortals would really want to flash it across that desert ridge. You probably want to play a little left of it, have a little pitch up the hill.
So, yep, that little nightmare is over. Now I just got to try and get a damn job and fix all these bills I got to fuck with, of course. But, yeah, bro, seriously, man, it is seriously good to have that shit done with. Oh, right on, Splashy. That's cool. Oh, crap. What do I want to do here? It's definitely going to bounce forward a bit, so we got to back it up some. Let's see what we can do. Stop right there. Stop right there.
Well,
That's
that
good.
one didn't work out.
Yes.
Didn't look bad in the air. It hit the green, but didn't sit.
Yeah, it was never going to stop.
Second from an excellent lie.
Right. Amen on that, but. Stop.
Very nicely
I'll take
done,
it.
right on the dance floor.
Hopefully we can still get this birdie.
These putts keep the round together.
Not like it's super imperative or anything, but it'd be nice. Yes.
Just
Rester, what is up?
records
God, we're
continue
seeing
to fall.
all sorts of people I haven't seen in a long time.
Frank, describe the layout
How the
here
hell
at
are you
14th
doing,
hole. It's
Rester?
444 yards, and what a
I've been
beautiful
wondering
hole.
about you.
It is, and it's a beautiful view. You see everything from the top of that tee there. It's a hole that keeps bending to the left. There's enough bunkers down the left there to actually take your eye. That's why you got to fixate on something in the distance that's a much better line than worrying about that wall of sand down the left side.
I was actually thinking about you the other day. I think I was kind of lurking around at
That was
Hey
just a beautiful
Girlfriend
drive.
stream or
Hit
something like
solid
that, and I
and
saw
right
you were
in
there.
the
I
middle.
wondered how you've been doing.
Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder or just hit another one. This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Settles in over the putt. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie.
Uh-oh.
What a day it's been.
One
Here
of your
at the
pets
15th
being
hole here at Wolf Creek.
insubordinate
Bit of a
there.
breather here. Nice short par 3. You don't want to miss this green.
No, that's the temptation there. If you try and bite off a little too much because it looks a little too easy, then a bogey here and you're in a bad mood all of a sudden at Wolf Creek.
And that's how you play the game. Right there. Standing over his birdie putt.
Right on, Johnny. Appreciate you stopping by. Definitely appreciate you stopping by. You have a good one. Hopefully we'll see you again at some point.
Count it. That's a birdie. Now to the 16th hole, and Frank, another good scoring chance.
If you can avoid the confusion off the tee, it looks like the hole might be a dog leg, then is it a carry? It meanders from one way to the other, but really when you actually
wow,
break the
okay,
hole
you might
down,
be the first one I actually know from there. That's pretty cool.
Two bunkers in the driving distance, they frame the hole nicely, so play it as a straightaway par 4. It should set up beautifully for just a little short iron and perhaps a birdie opportunity.
I'm not even 100% sure I know where Finland is, to be honest with you, geographically. But yeah, that's cool.
There's something about a well-hit shot.
Now throwing a whole new country into the mix. I like it.
Oh, talk about taking the head cover off and let it fly. That's beyond long.
Goodness, did he get all of that one? Wow. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun.
Rester.
Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
I think I said, I don't know who I said it to, but I'd imagine hanging out at your house would never, ever get boring, Rester.
That will be a great look at birdie. Not a gimme, but well within his range.
Let's back it off one. Looks like it's fairly straight in. We'll take it. What's up, Michael?
Putting on a show, this tournament moves
right on.
to
Appreciate you swinging through, man. Always appreciate the likes,
Frank,
baby.
this is really a cool closing stretch here at Wolf Creek. Short par 3 15th, the short 4 at the 16th, and now the par 5 17th. You can make up some ground in a hurry as you come down the finishing stretch.
You certainly can. A good drive short of the little stream creek that runs across there, and this is doable as a two-shotter. You find the bunkers or trouble off the tee, then obviously you're forced to lay up, leaving that third shot across the water. But really a fun hole if you want to try and take that second shot on.
Setting up in the fairway, 200 yards to where that hole is cut. Well, you can hear it right off the center of the club face. This has a chance to be close. Continuing his fine flight, another beautiful approach shot. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business.
Get in. Hell yeah.
Eagle. What a putt. Now the closing hole here at Wolf Creek. Frank, what's ahead of us?
You could try and drive at this green, but there's too much trouble, really, Rich. Even though this hole's just over 300 yards, it's very ambitious to try and drive it across that water. Some might try. Most people try and hit a tee shot 240, 250 yard mark, and of course, you do the maths, you're only going to have 60 or 70 yards in, and well, they want you to finish on a good note. So good drive in the fairway here, with a free wood, pitch it on the green, make a three, and buy your friends a drink and a cup.
Man,
Well,
this
the
is going to be
green's
a
a reachable
long
par
ass
four. We haven't
downhill.
seen a whole lot of people do it today. We just saw it right there. Well done.
I don't want to go all the way back here.
On the way.
Yeah.
Rich, that was a huge putt.
I'm actually
You don't
kind of
expect
impressed
to
with
make it
myself
that
on that shot. I'm going to grab myself some Mountain Dew here real quick.
Finishing hole here at Wolf Creek is only 307 yards. Frank, where's the trouble here?
Short and to the right of this par 4. Really, there's a multitude of options off this tee. You could hit an iron, you could hit a fairway wood. Even some might try and hit a driver, but you know, that's a little too risky. There's too many problems up ahead if you try and take this hole on. Really a short club off the tee, leaving yourself some area of 170 yards, and you're going to be putting for birdie more often than not.
All right, cool. Oh shit, I guess I need that controller, don't I? All right, -19. Right on, and here in Indiana, it's 11:04 a.m. It's not even noon yet here. Yeah, so that puts Tokyo 13 hours ahead of us. That's right around Australia time. And I think they're actually even only 12. All right, well, since we got people here, let's go ahead and keep on going here.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live second-round coverage of the Tiburon Championship. Frank, it's just amazing what can be done today. Where you can build golf courses. On the moon? I mean, that's what this looks like here at Wolf Creek in Mesquite, Nevada.
And obviously, it's an experience, too, that has to be played before you can thoroughly enjoy it. Because you just wouldn't think this is possible. If someone said you can come out to the middle of the desert and you're going to play a phenomenal golf course, you'd say it's not possible. But as these holes intertwine around in the canyon area, just wonderful vistas, huge changes in elevations. Really, it's just a fun adventure.
Now down to the first tee to kick off the round. Par 5 to begin. Frank, what's it all about?
11 bunkers, Rich, really to be avoided between tee and green. Elevated tee, so you can certainly reduce some of that yardage, 579, plus that thinner air. So it should be reachable for most of the long hitters. There's some trouble left, obviously, in that desert area and the water on the right. But two good shots, you never know. You might even get off to an eagle start.
Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. Oh, looked like you caught a flyer right there, Frank.
Well, I don't know what he caught, but this is way too much.
Roll on back. Roll on back. Yes, keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
Frank, how rare would this be if this putt drops?
Oh, well, this is I'd like to say once in a lifetime, but on the odd occasion we do see back-to-back eagles, but it certainly is something to watch.
We still get the
Very
birdie.
well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
I'll take it. Would have liked that eagle, but nothing wrong with a birdie.
And a great start.
Frank, you need to be a bit of a rock climber just to get to this second tee. 445
I know. Actually, the only other, there should be a bunch of videos from the blues band that I was in. It's called Ken Tucker, and I don't know because he's done a lot of shit since then or whatever. But usually, I know there should be a bunch of videos with me playing drums for him.
Uh-oh, this one's going left, Frank.
There isn't very much lawless footage to begin with, but yeah, there should be a bunch of the blues band.
Yeah, that looked like it was headed for that thick stuff the whole way, but a little fortunate. But
I think
guess
especially
you're
if you
allowed that in this game.
type in
Frank, really good
Ken
chance
Tucker
from this
Blues,
position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really.
and
the
then
only thing
type
he's
in
looking
my
at right
name,
now
you
is the
might
flag.
actually
This is a green light
get it.
special.
Most of them will start out with like a Bob's Books Bands, because that was our quote-unquote manager at the time. He was the one that put a lot of that stuff out. Oh, dude, I thought that was it.
Right there.
He's just making it look so easy. That birdie coming up, formality.
Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this.
Yeah, unfortunately, back when Lawless was around, we didn't
Has
have
it for another birdie.
we didn't
2
have the
holes,
technology
2 birdies.
for a whole bunch of recording. So
Frank, 227 yards from the back tee here at the par 3 third. This is all you want.
Well, that's for sure. It plays a little longer than that, too, by virtue of playing uphill. Thin air might negate some of that. There's going to be a good shot just to keep the ball on the green. One of the smaller greens here.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. So at the third, the approach is on the green, but it's a long ways from the cup, about 30 feet away. Now this
I mean,
for
I knew it
birdie,
was gonna
came
go
away with
past it.
par in the previous round.
Okay, so minus 24 would be 17. Let's go about 19. Short swing it.
It's a good looking putt right here. You might like it.
Oh, yeah. Damn, dude, I'm actually starting. I can't believe I'm getting all these downhill putts, man.
Oh, he's going to love it.
How far was that? That was miles away.
383-yard fourth hole. Certainly not long, Frank, but there's plenty of trouble out there.
Yeah, this is very much a positional hole. This is not sort of tee it up with a driver and just rip it down. Just find the fairway.
I actually am again rather
just a short
impressed
wedge,
with that.
9-iron really at the most into this green. And really, this is a good chance for a birdie.
We were settling
two
for a
good shots,
par on that
and
one.
you shouldn't be too far away.
And usually I totally suck at downhill putts.
I mean, he just blasted it down the fairway, well over 325 yards. Good chance to make birdie here, Frank, as we get set for the approach here at the fourth hole.
Yeah, the fourth green, as you can see, is set in a little bit of a bowl with that backdrop behind it. Really, the biggest problem is if you come up short that false front, it does feed off the right and the left side there. So, shot not quite hit as well as you would like. And still kick
I was afraid that
towards
was
the
going to roll
flag.
back off the
That
green,
is
which
how
would
it's
have been
done right there.
too
What
bad,
an approach
but-
shot. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt.
Fuck yeah.
You can
Dude,
see
yeah,
why
I
this
kinda
player
noticed
has
that
been
too. There was a
compared to
Pac-Man
young
sand
Rory
trap up
McIlroy,
in there.
Featured golfer making birdie and now sitting comfortably inside that cut line.
Now, this is not heading in the right direction.
It looks like it's going to be in the rough. Frank, they say you have to ride the wind. Boy, he's got all of that one.
Got every ounce out of the conditions.
Frank, what do we have with this approach here to the par 5?
A good tee shot across that stream there is going to leave an uphill second shot, and this green is raised in the front, very narrow between those two bunkers. It's going to take something rather special to carry the ball up high enough and land it soft enough to keep it on this par 5.
Dude, I totally
Beautiful
thought
shot.
that was
That
fucking
is
in.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
Playing his third here at the
Oh,
par
yeah,
5.
in real life, dude, oh my God, I couldn't even fathom. I don't know for sure if this is a real course in real life or not, man, but oh my God, if it is,
Makes
dude.
everybody else look sort
I
of
can't
average,
even
Frank.
fathom playing this course
Size
in
of
real
that
life.
lead on the leaderboard now.
Dude, yeah, I totally thought we had a double eagle there, dude. I seriously totally
Here
thought
at
we
the
had a
sixth,
double eagle there.
47-yard par 4. Pretty good hole, Frank.
Yeah, probably a
I mean,
layup
I'll
hole,
take
too,
the
for
eagle,
longer
of course.
hitters.
It's-
Something
that's
out
a
there around
beautiful
the
thing,
280,
but-
290 yard mark to make sure you don't go it in the stream. Obviously, it's a dogleg ride, as you can see. The canyon on both sides is sort of well defined, so you know where not to go. Second shot plays a little bit back up the hill to a green once again that's anything other than flat. It's fun. You've got to make sure you get that ball on the right tier if you want to have a birdie
Wow,
putt here.
okay. Wow, so this is
Frank,
a real
what's the
course.
player need to consider on this approach shot here at the 6th?
There's only really one bunker that's a problem.
Yeah,
That's the one
I
on the
literally
left side.
can't
It
even
shouldn't
fathom
really come into
playing
play
this.
if you're playing nicely. It's a little narrow in the front, and this green starts to widen up. Once again, distance control and adjusting for the altitude.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. These putts keep the round together.
All right, so we got to take it down to 6.
Well, we'll never know if that had gone in. Never made it.
And he's putting for par now.
I'll take it. We're good.
Well, considering the
by an
lead that he
insane
has on the
amount,
rest of the
so.
field, a par is all you need.
And yes, I do
Frank, a very
believe
short
that
par
those are
four
the same
here at the
terms.
7th,
I
but
do
not
believe
one
a
you're gonna
double
try to
eagle
hit
is
off
an
the tee.
albatross.
No, unless you can fly the ball sort of 300 yards on the nose and stop it within sort of 5 or 6 yards, it's really too risky. This green is not very deep, just sort of 10 or 15 yards in depth. It's just a layup hole, but layup hole it simply doesn't mean grab a club and hit it down the fairway. The best way to play it is to try and hit the ball right on the number. And what I mean by number, I mean the full shot yardage from the second shot, even if that only is a sand iron.
Oh, what a shot. Setting up for an eagle here. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read.
Come on, baby. Come on. Hell
Just
yeah.
amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, I really like this hole, the par 3/8 here at Wolf Creek.
It measures just under 250 yards. Really what you want to know is the yardage just to the front edge of the green. Anything obviously that carries sort of 5 or 6 paces on there, then at least you've got a relatively big green to hit at. But you can see the trouble that surrounds short and left of this green, as well as just over the back.
Holy, oh yeah, baby.
Ace, Frank, can you
Hell
believe it?
yeah. Hole in one, motherfuckers. That's what I'm talking about. That is what
Stepping
I'm
up to the shot
talking
here
about.
at the 9th, it's a par 4, 390 yards.
It is anything other than straight off the tee because of all these sort of undulations and curvature on the fairway. You'd think well bunkered, but the last bunker on the right side there, longer hitters, they can nearly fly that just over 300 yards. Either that shorter hitter just played that fat area of the green. That'll be sort of some, 270 yards that will take
Fuck yeah.
into a green. That
Hey,
slopes back.
Jamie.
So very good chance he'll get a wedge in hand to get the ball close. A good way to finish the front 9.
Well, I'm glad I kind of readjusted that view there. I almost shot that straight into the damn sand trap. Okay, let's see if we can hold this on the green up here, baby. Come on.
This one looks like it's headed right for
Go,
the middle
go.
of the
Stop,
dance
stop, stop,
floor,
stop,
Frank.
stop. Yes.
Rather
Yes.
nice shot, I would say.
Terrific golf shot.
Yeah,
And
welcome,
now,
Jamie.
back
Welcome
for
to the
an
stream.
Easy birdie.
It's good to have you, man.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here.
Sweet.
Frank, we have said it over and over. Another birdie.
Damn, there was
Just
actually
a
a disc
superb
golf
performance
for
on the front
PS3. I
side.
never even
Keep
heard of
it
that. That's
going
cool
here
because
on
I
the
know
back
what
nine,
disc golf
Frank.
is.
The game is so much easier when
I know
you're
there's a
swinging well,
little
putts are
bitty
going
park
in.
around here where you
just
can
gotta
actually
keep
play
out of
disc
your own
golf.
way.
But yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know they actually made a game for that. That would actually be pretty cool.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
In the fairway here at the 10th, nice way to start off the back 9. Frank, we were commenting earlier in the day that this round had really gone wrong. Are you surprised that he's been able to put it back together?
I certainly am. It lost his composure, his rhythm. So really, to be playing this well.
Dude,
so
I
quickly
definitely
after
recommend
that,
it, Jamie. I definitely recommend it.
Always a chance in this game.
And I'm pretty sure it's only like $20 or something, man. For real, for that price, I would definitely recommend this game. Especially, I mean, if you like golf games.
Really in control of this hole. Birdie yesterday and another opportunity on the way.
I mean, of course, like I said, I got it with like the day it came out.
Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality.
I paid like
either.
60 for it or whatever, but I'm still not disappointed. I've definitely gotten that kind of money. Aw, come on. Now, really?
Just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you think, cleaning up here for par.
Come on, bastards.
Did the job right there.
But yeah, because we always keep talking about the old Tiger Woods games. I want to say this is the closest thing. I think this came out in order to replace the Tiger Woods game since he got in that legal trouble.
This is what this hole's all about.
And
you must hit that tee
had
shot
all those
solid.
injuries
You've
and
got
shit.
To carry all the trouble
This
in
was
front of you.
basically
And
what they
remind
put
yourself,
out
there's
to
enough green
replace the
grass
Tiger
on it.
Woods
Not
games.
necessarily green, but
And it's, you
green
know,
grass
I honestly,
around
yeah, I
it.
think
Good
it's
shot
probably
safely
the
on the putting
closest thing you
surface here.
can
And the
find.
screen's not too
I know I played the golf club
this is a fun
one,
par 3 just to look at,
and
or even at least experience.
It's not that I didn't like the game, but there was something about the controls that were really weird for me. So I didn't like the golf club game quite as much as I like this. But I want to check out that golf club too. See maybe if they fixed anything or if anything's different with it.
A good approach shot. I want to have this
But
for
yeah,
birdie.
as far as this game, I definitely recommend
Birdie
it.
try again here today.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
Yeah.
Trying to stay steady, make a par.
Dang.
In for par. Par 5, 12th, and Frank, another reminder that Wolf Creek can really be intimidating.
It can. Water down the left. They'll take a huge dent off your scorecard. A lot of fairway down the right. Somehow find that. This par 5 can be reachable into. There's still trouble to the right.
That probably could be a lot of holes, but I do know that there is one on Pebble Beach that sounds like that. Where it's like you're kind of even shooting blind to the fairway at first. And then you've got a hell of a downhill shot to get to the green.
Frank, such an advantage when you can hit it that far.
It's not fair.
This could be a huge
Okay, that's the one you're talking
swing
about?
here, Frank.
Yeah, one more good swing.
And yes, I
Just
did
get a
always
little
hate
putt
that
coming
hole.
up. I know you don't want to get ahead of yourself, but it is well on the cards. Surely not.
This hole really sets up well for the player. Birdie yesterday, and a chance for another one today. This one just requires a little bit of focus.
We're going to try and leave that extra inch here. Let's see what happens.
Don't be short. Just another couple of turns, Frank.
That's all right. We still get a birdie.
Nudge this one home. Finish it up.
God. The breaking putts are back now to fucking with me.
Good roll.
Oh, wow, dude, really? Shit. Oh, fuck. If it's only 550,
Now
man,
the
shit,
13th
yeah, this
hole
is
in.
definitely
Should
worth
we just
that.
fly it over the mountains, Frank?
It looks like
I was
that,
going to say, I guess because it really is. I mean,
dry
it's at
land.
least 2-3
350
years
yards,
old
but as
now,
the
and
crow
Golf Club
flies,
2
it's
is
probably
out.
just a little over 300 yards. I don't know if the
Yeah, oh
man
man,
would
yeah.
really
If
want
this
to
is
flash
a
it across
shit,
that
this for
desert bridge.
$5, man, that'd be
You probably
awesome.
want to play a little left of it, have a little pitch up the hill, but if you're one of the longer hitters, why not just try it, see if you can make it.
Long drive,
That's all right.
but a bad lie.
Yeah,
Wicked.
whatever. We're
Second shot from the rough. It's on the
Now,
way.
we have to definitely not overshoot this. That's the big thing here. Is definitely not overshooting this.
Birdie
Oh,
try.
damn,
Next.
I almost thought that would roll in. Right? Totally, Wolf. I'm with you. I'm with you. It's probably Rory McElroy. He's jealous because we're kicking his ass.
Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. Frank, describe the layout here at the 14th hole. It's 444 yards. What a beautiful hole.
It is, and it's a beautiful view. You see everything from the top of that tee there. It's a hole that keeps bending to the left. There's enough bunkers down the left there to actually take your eye. That's why you've got to fixate on something in the distance that's a much better line than worrying about that wall of sand down the left side.
Okay.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like
That's
it's
good.
on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Well, Frank, as we know, golf is not played generally on a flat surface, and here we go, uphill.
Yeah, and the uphill lie is going to guarantee you more loft than normal. So you're going to have to counteract that with maybe an extra club.
Good swing, good shot yet again.
Stop.
Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. Not a gimme, but well within his range.
Sweet.
And he has it for birdie. Now to the short par 3 15th hole here at Wolf Creek. What is this, Frank? Just a wedge or a 9-iron?
That's all, Rich, but it's very tempting to get greedy here. And, well, you pay the price, obviously, if you miss the green on the left down in those bunkers because they're a good 6-7 feet below the level of the green. But with a wedge or a 9-iron, who doesn't go aiming at the flag?
Well, that's how it's
Well,
done.
it's a good thing we
With a first
focused.
shot,
Then I
he's
could have
within
focused
10
on that a
feet
bit
and another
more,
good
but
look.
all right.
Second shot.
Okay, pretty nice straight shot.
And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Now to the 16th hole as we get set for the finishing stretch. And Frank, what's the best way to play this relatively short par 4?
Somehow you've got to straighten the hole up in your mind's eye, Rich. Just look all the way across that canyon and look like the hole was built straight, because really that's the way it should be
Tell him,
played.
Damon.
If you start looking left and turning it into a dog leg, then
And I don't
all
know,
of a
you would
sudden
think
bad
at
things
some
can
point,
happen.
like the
So look straight
AI
at the
would
green,
get a
that's
little
your line.
tougher or
Just
whatever,
try and
'cause,
dissect those two fairway lines.
I mean, I'm winning by 30 strokes. I mean, and granted, I'm at a level 100, maxed out golfer
Right
and
where they
all
were
that
aiming,
shit,
in
but
the fairway.
I mean, you would think at some point that they'd be at least at 20,
Right, Frank, what are you looking to do with this approach shot here at 16?
Well, a good tee shot that sort of split those two fairway bunkers should leave you a relatively,
Granted,
what
this is
looks like
sort
a
of an
straightforward
insane
short
course,
iron shot
but I
in.
mean, the closest dude
Distance
behind me is
control
making it
paramount
4.
once again here at
Why am I
16,
not-
because this green has a lot of subtle
Why am I
undulations
not
in it.
buying that?
What a shot. Perfectly placed right next to the hole. Continues to roll the ball very well.
Oh, well, he's up to 5. He's up to negative
So
5.
2 holes left to play. Now the final par 5 on the course, 562 yards, the 17th.
The drive looks relatively straightforward. And I say that because there's a little creek down there that obviously you have to stay short of. But that's the fun part. They want to keep you back in an area where you go, can I hit the second shot across the stream, across the water, and still keep it on the green? And the answer is, I don't know.
From a perfect position, ready to play his next shot. Frank, you played in conditions all over the world. Here come the winds now. What's the mindset?
Well, this is really what separates the men from the boys. This is where you've got to tell yourself that it's an advantage to you. Obviously, the scores will go up a little bit, given the conditions. But once again, this is going to suit the stronger player today.
I like the old phrase, swing easy when it's breezy.
Definitely when you're hitting it into a head breeze. But down breeze, tee it up a little bit, try and ride that wind some more.
Just sensational golf.
Oh my God, I totally thought that was going to miss. Oh, dude, I was worried there for a second. I totally thought that was going to miss.
Finishing holding her at Wolf Creek is only 307 yards. Frank, where's the trouble here?
Short and to the right of this par 4. Really, there's a multitude of options off this tee. You could hit an iron, you could hit a fairway wood. Even some might try and hit a driver, but you know, that's a little too risky. There's too many problems up ahead if you try and take this hole on. Really a short putt.
Okay, now this is going to be a fucking hell of a putt.
Areas 170 yards, and you're going to be putting for birdie more often than not.
Okay, 3 feet, so that's 36, which would be 94. Let's go ahead and line this up, see if we can get this lined up right. I somehow doubt we're making this putt. But let's get it up there. We can at least get the birdie. Aw, dude, really?
Speed wasn't bad on that long putt, but the read wasn't very good.
Well, the read was what you told me the read was, you
Standing
bastards.
over this putt, concentrating on the read.
Ah.
Bastards. Just a little tap in here.
I mean, not that I can complain about being at negative 37 right now, but nah. I should have done better.
Just an amazing display. The records
I
continue
definitely
to
should
fall.
have finished better than that. Yeah.
So all the scores have been posted for round number 2, and look who is on top
But,
of the leaderboard.
okay,
Yeah, with
whatever.
two very solid
I ain't
rounds
gonna
of
cry
golf.
about it.
Key right now, just stay out of your own way and keep it
Especially
up.
since
The
I'm
pressure will start
31
to build.
strokes
We
in
know
front
that
of
as you get closer to
second
the end of
place.
this tournament.
I guess I would be a dick to cry about it. At this point, I think if I double bogeyed every hole next round, I would still be ahead by 1 stroke. So, that's just the name of the game, Wolfie. That's just the name of the game. You get on these hot streaks, and eventually they run out. Eventually your luck runs out. And scores
EA
like
Sports
this do
and
depend
the
quite a
PGA
bit on a
Tour
certain level of
proudly
luck.
present
So,
the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
I mean,
Today
some
it's
of
my
this is
third-round
definitely
coverage
skill, of course,
of the
but
Tiburon Championship.
we are
Take a
relying
look
on
at
a
this
little
site,
bit of
Wolf
luck
Creek
here.
Golf
So,
Club. It is for real, Frank. I've never seen anything quite like this as we get set to call it for EA Sports. I'm Rich Lerner behind the mic, and we welcome you to this site that opened up back in 2000. It's a par of 72 with some elevated tees. Frank, what does the player need to look out for here at Wolf Creek?
Well, everything. Try and keep your eyes on the fairways, though. That's the only green thing apart on this magnificent venue. It's hard to imagine you can play golf in this sort of area, but it's so well defined. Obviously, anything green is golf course, and left or right of that, you're going to find yourself in some problems. But really trying to judge all the elevation changes. Ball's going to fly a little bit further.
I don't think we're going to go crazy.
It's amazing on the iron.
I'm not going to go too crazy here.
That is an absolute seed. I mean, he just ripped a bullet down the fairway. Oh my
We're definitely
goodness,
going to get some
375
birdies.
yards.
Hopefully an eagle
Set
or
up in
so.
the fairway,
But
200 yards from here.
for the most part, as long as I shoot par, we're good. obviously we're definitely
Appears
not
to be what
getting
they
the
call
80
a commercial play. Very solid.
unless we have one fucking hell of a
Just a
round
case
here.
of a hole suiting the player's eye. Made the birdie yesterday, and he has a good chance to make another one today.
Theoretically speaking, it is still possible, but I'm not going to kill myself trying to get the 80 this time.
Great start.
I'll take that fucking eagle, no wonder.
Ready to tee off.
If we have a good round like we've been having, we should end up with -7.
Once again, big elevated tee. It's hard to imagine you have a tee that high up, but that'll shorten that 445 yards. Obviously, it's a dog leg left. You've got to be careful if you hit driver and 2 straight, because then you can run out. A nice tee shot in the middle there, and then you get a relatively straight shot into this sort of par 4 green, obviously going a little bit back up the hill. And once again, a little bit like that opening hole, sort of different tiers on that green. Try and make sure that you're on the right one.
Now the second shot here to this par 4 second.
Well, you took some yardage off that tee shot because it's playing downhill, and the second shot you might have to add a little bit on because it's going to play slightly back up the hill. Green has 3 different levels. It'll be very important you get the ball on the right level. That bunker on the right, if you come out of it a little bit because that second shot's slightly uphill, there could be a little bit of a problem, especially if the flag's all the way in the back.
Locked in on the read and the speed.
All right, eagle and a birdie. Yep.
Everybody
starting off on the right foot.
Birdie on the car.
Oh, look at that ram. That's hardcore.
All right, Frank, describe the third hole.
Right on, Nitai. No
It's
problem,
a par
man.
3
No
with
problem.
a bit of a tabletop
We'll be here.
green, Rich. Some bunkers right and left of that, but also it's going to play a little bit further. This tee shot is uphill, unlike the opening 2 holes. So a 3 here, and that certainly won't hurt the scorecard.
Let's hit it back here. It's at the back of the green this time. Let's see if this rolls forward as much as it did on the last shot. Last shot, I think we went 5 hybrid, and it rolled all the way to the back of the green. Let's see what happens here.
He's hit the green, but his work is by no means finished. A difficult putt coming up from about 25 feet. He really likes this hole. Made birdie yesterday. Can he do it again today?
All right, so 39. According to this, there ain't a whole lot of break here. We'll see what happens. Nope, of course not.
Very well done. Almost made it.
But again,
Yeah,
with the
there'll be no
eagle and
stress for the
birdie,
next
we're
one.
doing good. So let's just make his par. Let's get our
This for
par.
par.
We'll
He's made
take
it.
it.
.383-yard 4th hole. Certainly not long, Frank, but there's plenty of trouble out there.
Yeah, this is very much a positional hole. This is not sort of tee it up with a driver and just rip it down there. Just find the fairway. You're going to have virtually just a short wedge, 9-iron really at the most into this green. And really, this is a good chance for a birdie. So 2 good shots, and you shouldn't be too far away.
Wind. We can literally drive that green straight up.
There's something about a well-hit shot.
That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from that.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Oh, can't hide the flag stick from that man. Settles in over the putt. Great shot. Get the birdie. We're in the desert, partner. I need water.
You're going to get it here, Rich. Par 5 second hole's got a nice stream that runs down the left side, as well as cutting the fairway. There's a crop of some 3 bunkers down that right side. I want to avoid that, but, you know, Rich, this hole isn't too long. Under 500 yards, not even going to play that long, so very reachable.
Tug that one a little bit offline to the left, and he'll pay a bit of a price because that rough is fairly thick.
You have to think he'll be happy with that, given that it looked like it was headed right for the rough.
Yeah, it looked like that was the only place it was going to finish, but, well, it's a little bit unexplainable. Let's see what he does from here now. Lucky break.
Lucky break my ass.
Good looking shot right here.
Oh,
And it makes the green
yeah.
in regulation. Just a couple of feet.
Nice.
Here at the 6th, 447-yard par 4. Pretty good hole, Frank.
Yeah, probably a layup hole, too, for the longer hitters. Something out there around the 280, 290-yard mark to make sure you don't go it in the stream. Obviously, it's a dogleg right, as you can see. The canyon on both sides is sort of well-defined, so you know where not to go. Second shot plays a little bit back up the hill to a green, once again, that's anything other than flat. It's fun. You've got to make sure you get that ball on the right tier if you want to have a birdie putt here.
Stop. Yes.
Terrific golf shot. And now that
Hey, baby.
easy birdie.
And yep, I figured you were still floating around there.
Looking to make a move. This putt for birdie.
Now, that was a tricky one, but it's in.
Now on to the par 4 7th hole. Is this a reachable par 4, Frank?
Distance-wise, you would think so, but the designer has done something to avoid that, and it's put all this water in front of the green. It would take a mammoth tee shot, and that's something like 300 yards through the air if you're going to try and even drive this green. Is the risk worth it? Well, if you're just playing with your friends, maybe it is. Otherwise, you just lay it up, just past those those bunkers on the right and the left. Get it down there on the flat. A little pitch you would think is simple, but because of the slope of this fairway, chances are you might not get a flat lie, and it's going to make that second shot that much.
Got a little bit of a chance at eagle
Just
here.
a phenomenal
It's going to be a
approach shot.
hardcore break
Now,
on this putt, but
great
we'll see what we
chance
can
for
do.
an eagle. Been pretty good all day from this
wow,
distance.
not even as
Just
hard as
trying
I
to
thought
take
it
care of
was.
business. Well, that's just a case of not focusing right there. What a lapse in concentration. See if he can
Whatever.
go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie.
Bastard. That eagle would have been fucking nice, though, man. That eagle would have been super good.
And he has it for birdie. Frank, the 8th here at Wolf Creek in Mesquite, Nevada is really the signature par 3, isn't it?
I'd go so far, Rich, to say this is a great par 3. Doesn't matter where it was played. The stream that sort of comes all the way down there and surrounds the left side of the screen makes this hole really daunting. Logic would say if you're going to miss the screen, obviously you'd miss it to the right, but it's just a beautiful hole. And then you put the fact that the canyon frames the whole hole itself. It's beautiful.
Okay, so that is a total uphill. I shouldn't have to backspin this too much.
This is how
I
the
do
game is
believe I
supposed to
am
be
gonna
played.
have to
This has
backspin
been
it a
just
touch,
outstanding.
so-
Beautiful to watch.
Huh. Yeah, shit, if I backspin it too much, though, it's going to roll the fuck off the green. Alright, I guess, fuck it. We'll take a shot at it here. Suppose we'll do one of those spray and pray shots here.
I like the looks of this one. That one inside of 10 feet.
Definitely
really
could
dialed
have
in.
backspun it a little more, but that's good. I mean, that's...
Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either.
Okay, now, so let's take it to 10. Alright, got it.
So the dominant performance continues.
Yeah, we're watching two tournaments right now, the one at the top and the rest.
Stepping up to the shot here at the 9th, it's a par 4, 390 yards.
It is anything other than straight off the tee because of all these sort of undulations and curvature on the fairway. You'd think well bunkered, but the last bunker on the right side there, longer hitters, they can nearly fly that, just over 300 yards. Either that, shorter hitter just played that fat area of the green. That'll be sort of some, 270 yards. That will take all the water out of play into a green that slopes back at you. So very good chance, even with a wedge in hand, to get the ball close. A good way to finish the front nine. Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
He has a birdie opportunity here.
Yeah, we shouldn't have to pull this back. Come on now, go.
Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Excellent front side, trying to keep it going here on the second nine.
He's just playing beautifully, hitting so many good shots, giving himself so many opportunities.
Okay.
Can he keep it going?
This is this hole. Okay. Let's take it to the hoop.
In the fairway here at the 10th, nice way to start off the back nine.
Little uphill to this green, Frank.
Okay, what we got?
Superb shot.
It's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
This for another birdie on this hole on the week. Oh yeah, he's made it for a birdie. On to the 11th hole, we're looking downhill, 215 yards to the green.
And this is one of the holes that you realize you're at Wolf Creek. You would never see this hole anywhere else in the world. It's amazing when you stand on this tee. You see all of the canyons around, but there is a little green area down there surrounded by a couple of bunkers. It's a great-looking par 3. It measures 215 yards. Very playable, and you never know. Today might be the day where you make birdie.
On the green, and looking at a birdie opportunity. Birdie putt coming up. At a par on this hole yesterday. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Frank, the par 5 12th is another case of a hole where you see that Wolf Creek Golf Club can actually be kind of scary, daunting. When you look out at the desert mountains, and then you add in some water, which we have here on the left, and you can go for some big numbers here if you're not careful.
Well, this is where the Wolf and the Creek can take a bite out of you. If you hit it left off the tee, then you're certainly going to start to rack up a number. There's enough fairway down the right, but once again, if you hit a good drive and this hole is reachable for you, then you've got to worry about the water, which is to the right of this green. 5 wouldn't be the worst score you could make around here, that's for sure. I've seen 6s and 7s.
Frank, if the player wants to reach this par 5 in-2, there is some risk if you want that reward.
Yes, and the reward, obviously, a chance to putt for eagle here on this, the longest green on the golf course, 55 yards deep to be precise. And the risk that you're talking about, bunker and water left, and if you stray right, water on the other side. So this is one shot that you want to be coming straight out of the gate and at least hitting in the center of the screen. Otherwise, well, you're not sure of the outcome.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point.
Oh, I thought he had that.
Man, he just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Nudge this one home, finish it up.
Whatever.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. 13th hole, and Frank, Wolf Creek is really kind of a macho golf course because you can stand on a tee like this and say, you know what? I'm going to take this one over the mountains.
And then, if you do, then you flip the coin. Is it in play or is it out of play? This is one hole. You just you realize you're in the middle of the desert, that's for sure. And one hole that you think, if I play this hole a couple of times, I might just get the hang of it.
This hole really sets up well for
That's
the
probably
player.
about the best we've
Yesterday,
gotten this so
chance
far.
for another one today. Soaring high, diving in the cup. That's an eagle.
What does that makes up for the eagle we didn't get last time?
Frank, describe the layout here at the 14th hole. It's 444 yards, and what a beautiful hole.
It is, and it's a beautiful view. You see everything from the top of that tee there. It's a hole that keeps bending to the left. There's enough bunkers down the left there to actually take your eye. That's why you've got to fixate on something in the distance that's a much better line than worrying about that wall of sand down the left side.
Oh. Luckily, there's another fairway there. That's not exactly where we meant to put it, but okay. It's on
Frank,
fairway.
uphill shot. What did you like to do on a play like this?
The biggest thing really is to try and work on your balance. You've got to make sure you get through the shot and normally take an extra club.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. I mean, that's how the game is played. Right there.
He's just making it look so easy. That birdie coming up, formality.
Birdie try again here today. Had a nice birdie on this one yesterday. Just drip that in.
Well, it's 4 1/4 inches. Use it all.
Here at the 15th hole here at Wolf Creek, bit of a breather here. Nice short par 3. You don't want to miss this green.
No, that's the temptation there. If you try and bite off a little too much because it looks a little too easy, then a bogey here and you're in a bad mood all of a sudden at Wolf Creek.
That's how you play the game. Right there. Stick it in close and then knock in the birdie. Not a gimme, but well within his range.
5 inches back, huh?
Oh my goodness, what? How did he miss that?
That literally just rolled around the hole. It literally just rolled around
just a little
the
tap
hole.
In here.
Oh, man.
Did the job right there. From a short par 3 to a short par 4. Just 393 yards here at the 16th, Frank.
And when you stand on this tee, this hole looks anything other than straight.
Actually,
goes
sort
to
of
the
mad
left and
about
comes
that
back to the right. But if you can just
bastard.
fixate at the green in the distance, you're actually going to look like a relatively straight par 4. And that's the way the hole should be played. Look at those first 2 bunkers that you see and just try and split those. Good tee shot here and nothing more than a wedge left into this green. Simplify it. That's the key.
I mean, that is a monster hit right there. He carried that more than 350 yards. All right, Frank, what are you looking to do with this approach shot here at 16?
Well, a good tee shot that sort of split those 2 fairway bunkers should leave you a relatively, what looks like a straightforward short iron shot in. Distance control paramount once again here at 16, because this green has a lot of subtle undulations in it.
See if you can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie. Everybody loves them. Birdie on the card. Frank, this is really a cool closing stretch here at Wolf Creek. Short par 3 15th, the short 4 at the 16th, and now the par 5 17th. You can make up some ground in a hurry as you come down the finishing stretch.
You certainly can. A good drive short of the little stream creek that runs across there, and this is doable as a 2-shotter. You find the bunkers or trouble off the tee, then obviously you're forced to lay up, leaving that 3rd shot across the water. But really a fun hole if you want to try and take that 2nd shot on. Got to be careful here. Downhill, he's got to time it good because your weight's a little bit more on your front foot.
It should be pretty good right there. On the safe side.
Go in. Yes!
And in the
Hell
hole.
yes! And there it is, baby, the albatross.
Now to the 17th.
Fuck
Par
yeah.
5 here at Wolf Creek Golf Club.
Yeah, dogleg left. Tee shot obviously has to be played short of that creek
Now
down
that
there. It's still
I'll
going to be a
take.
reachable hole, even though this hole's sort of around the 550, 560 mark. But because you've got to play short of that stream, it's going to leave a lengthy 2nd shot, and you've got to get the distance right on the button.
Stop.
That was just a gutsy shot right there, and a good look at eagle coming up and getting ready for the putt.
Okay, so minus 12 is 8. I'm going to go ahead and put this at 9. I don't think this is going to go in, but...
That's the cruelest thing about this game, Rich. I mean, it's just now it's another shot.
Damn!
So they'll tap in.
Damn!
Well read.
Frank, that front page of the leaderboard has been looking good all week.
You're exactly right, Rich. I think our winner
man,
is certainly
sort
going
of
to come from
robbed
that
on
list
that
right
one
now. I'm
again.
excited for tomorrow's final round.
Again. Whatever, man. Whatever. We'll see how this next round goes, but yeah, we're definitely getting negative 70 something, so. And I don't know, with all these par 4s that we can drive in one, I mean, 22 is not necessarily out of the question. It's not very likely, but at this juncture, a negative 80 is still possible. I don't know, because we got 7 to 11 mile an hour winds. That's going to fuck with it a little bit, but I mean, we are at least still, it is still possible to get an 80. I don't really see it
EA
happening.
Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race
It is
for the
possible.
FedEx Cup. Today, it's live final round coverage of the Tiburon Championship.
Hello again and welcome, Rich Lerner, alongside my friend and colleague Frank Nobilo. We're here in the state of Nevada getting set for what should be a wonderful day of golf. Wolf Creek Golf Club is the site for the action. And Frank, this really is the definition of desert golf. It is spectacular.
The green oasis, Rich, amongst this canyon area is just something to be seen, really. It's hard to imagine you can actually build a golf course like this. Elevated tees, huge changes in elevation, and you're sort of weaving your way around this magnificent sort of topography. And to be honest, I've never really seen a golf course like this. It's just an oasis. Amazing. I'm loving that balance.
That was just a beautiful drive. He hit it solid and right in the middle. Frank, what does the shot into this first green look like?
Well, it's back
Yeah,
a little bit
no
up the
doubt.
hill.
No
Bunkers
doubt.
left and right, really the biggest concern, but a well-flighted shot to this three-level green.
She does
Will be
do
well
that to
rewarded.
people, Alex. She does do that to people.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Crucial eagle attempt on the way. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. That had
Oh,
to
you gotta
really
be
hurt,
fucking
Frank, 'cause
kidding
it looked good
me.
all the way.
Well, this will test his
That's
mettle.
some bullshit.
This would be nice. 2 straight birdies.
Damn, see, if we could have got that eagle, man, that would have put us right there. We could have got the eagle and the birdie.
A great start.
Ready to tee off here at the second hole.
Eagle would
Quite a
have
view from up
60,
here,
the
Frank.
next birdie would
Once
have
again,
some 60.
big
Whoa.
elevated tee, and it's hard to imagine you have a tee that high up, but that'll shorten that 445 yards. Obviously, it's a dog leg left. You've got to be careful if you hit driver and 2 straight, because then you can run out. A nice tee shot in the middle there, and then you've got a relatively straight shot into this sort of par 4 green, obviously going a little bit back up the hill. And once again, a little bit like that opening hole, sort of different tiers on that green to try and make sure that you're on the right one.
And that's going to stay on the fairway here at the second hole. Now the second shot here to this par 4 second.
Well, you took some yardage off that tee shot because it's playing downhill, and the second shot you might have to add a little bit on because it's going to play slightly back up the hill. Green has 3 different levels, and it'll be very important you get the ball on the right level. That bunker on the right, if you come out of it a little bit because that second shot's slightly uphill,
Right?
so there could be a little bit of problem.
Nightbot
especially
is
with the
not
flags
one to
all
mince
the way in the
words, I
back.
guess, man. Dude, really?
Into the putt, excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, little change in the attitude right now.
God.
You've let one go.
Yeah, well, that
Really
definitely
knuckle down there.
shoots
Make
the
sure
80
you
out the
don't
window.
drop a shot. It's important this one goes in.
We'll still
In for
get 70 something, I think.
Frank, 227 yards from the back.
Like I said, it
tee
really
par
doesn't
3
matter.
third.
I
This is
don't
all you
necessarily
want.
have to kill
Well, that's for sure.
myself
Plays a
getting
little longer than
anything.
that
I
too,
mean,
by
fuck,
virtue of
dude.
playing uphill. Thin air might negate some of that. There's going to be a good shot just to keep the ball on the green. One of the smaller greens here.
Well, he's
And
on
this
the green,
time it, of
but
course,
still
rolled
plenty of
all the
work
way to the
left.
back of the green.
25-footer coming up. Watching
Yeah,
on the
like
read.
I said, I really do
Speed.
need to get on doing some of that Fallout 4. So I don't know if I'll be playing this later, but I will be playing probably some Fallout 4.
Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Right on, Alex. No problem, brother. No
Makeable
problem.
putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under par. Just misses.
What?
Didn't go in, Frank, but not a bad effort.
What?
Trying to get out of here without too many bumps and bruises. This one is for bogey.
Oh, God. Now this game is just fucking with me.
In this situation, Richard, bogey's not all that bad. Still has the lead.
Man.
Here at the fourth, 383 yards from the back tee. It's a dogleg right, but Frank, looking at all of those bunkers, you could really make a mess of this hole if you stray.
You can. That's why you've got to simplify it. Just something there that's going to find the fairway. Even like 3-wood and a wedge, that's really all this hole's going to require. Avoid the canyons on the left and in the desert, as well as just, I don't know how many bunkers there is on the right side. So a little bit of fairway up the left, find that there, and really, you should be looking at a birdie putt.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. Made par yesterday. This one for birdie.
Good solid stroke there. No sign of nerves on that.
Now to the par 5 fifth hole. Cut it over the ridge here, Frank.
Well, if you can, if you dare. And there is actually a stream here. I know we're in the middle of a desert, but if you can clear that stream, that's the main thing. This is a crazy looking tee shot because it looks like you want to go down that left, down that canyon area, but if you don't know the exact distance you fly the ball, then you're going to be in lots and lots of problems. Those collection of 3 bunkers down the right side, as long as you can avoid that, then that second shot to this par 5, that's not overly long, it's just under 500 yards, is certainly reachable. Second shot will play uphill to a elevated green with, once again, 3 different levels.
Frank, on an uphill shot like this one, did you do anything differently in terms of your setup over the ball?
Yeah, I made sure the ball wasn't too far forward because on an uphill shot, there's always a struggle to get all your weight going forward.
Frank, that is how it's done.
Yeah, take a gross of those. That is a lesson in itself.
And now a chance for eagle. Playing his third here at the par 5. Well, he's done it. That's an eagle right there. Tremendous effort.
That's just a little bit of redemption, I guess.
Here at the 6th, 447-yard par 4. Pretty good hole, Frank.
Yeah, probably a layup hole, too, for the longer hitters. Something out there around the 280, 290-yard mark to make sure you don't go it in the stream. Obviously, it's a dogleg right, as you can see. The canyon on both sides is sort of well-defined, so you know where not to go. Second shot plays a little bit back up the hill to a green, once again, that's anything other than flat. It's fun. You've got to make sure you get that ball on the right tier if you want to have a birdie putt here.
Second shot here at the 6th at Wolf Creek. What do you think of this approach, Frank?
Well, it's decision time, really, Rich. Do you want to try and fly it onto this green, or do you try and run it in between those 2 bunkers? Personally, I think you've got to fly it because you've got a backstop behind this green. All the mountains that sort of protect the back of this green. If anything, it should run back on.
Good chance now after that approach shot for a birdie.
Oh, you're so precise coming in, and the measurement is 9 feet away.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. He's made it. Well, everybody loves the short par 4, and here we have one, Frank, just 302 yards, the 7th hole.
And this hole is anything other than straightforward, Rich. Huge drop off at the front of the screen that is surrounded by water. So it's going to be a layup off the tee, really, to try and get the right yardage. This green is very, it's not very deep, but it's extremely wide. The hardest thing is to try and get a flat lie with whatever club you decide to hit off the tee and get the right yardage. Otherwise, that green actually might be a little elusive, even though this is a very short hole.
Just a case of a hole suiting the player's eye. He made the birdie yesterday, and he has a good chance to make another one today. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Par 3/8, 248 yards down to the green. What a hole.
Yeah, maybe you put your two hands together, make a little prayer. You might make two, but you make three here and run to the next tee. This is it's just a gorgeous par 3, but it is tough. Every bit as tough as what it is pretty, as a matter of fact.
Stuck the follow through right there. This could be really good. Stuffed it in there really close, and now just a tap in. Not a gimme, but well within his range.
Yeah,
Man.
I fucking knew that.
Just
was
pushed it.
Whatever.
That hurts.
Whatever. Let's
Just
get
a
the
couple
par.
of feet.
We have to get the par, though. Good enough. Good enough.
That's how you maintain momentum. Make those putts for par. Finishing up this front side here at the par 4 ninth, 390 yards. And what are we looking at, Frank?
Well, it looks relatively straightforward, but it's anything other than that. Decision time again. Do you lay it up into that wide area of the fairway? If you're a longer hitter and you are out here to have a little bit of fun, then maybe you want to take the head cover off, because you get a little bit of an advantage if you can drive it over that last bunker on that right side, or at least take that out of play, because you're only going to have a short pitch in here.
So this is where club selection becomes much more important. Uphill, make sure you have enough stick, and then swing away. Terrific golf shot. And now that for
Right
an
on,
easy birdie.
Itai.
And getting ready for the putt. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
Well, this one has a chance to be really good. Great strike and a great result. Sitting up, good chance to attack the flag. Frank, this is a pretty challenging approach shot here at the 10th.
It's certainly one of the longest second shots you'll play into a par 4 at Wolf Creek. You're coming off a lie with the ball slightly above your feet, so that's a hook shot. And you're really hitting a hook shot into a green that's designed to hit a cut. It makes this shot a little bit more challenging. So just be a little careful here.
Oh, can't hide the flag stick from that man.
Rich, that just adds insult to injury to the rest of the field. Another birdie, and the gap even wider.
A sensational performance.
Oh yes, most definitely, man. I'm more than happy. We'll definitely get in the 70s.
Well, you can hear it right off the center of the club face. This has a chance to be close. You can't hide the flag stick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated off line.
Nice, nice. Yeah.
Continues
It'll definitely
to
at least be negative
yet another
70.
birdie, and what a day it's been. From a par 3 to a par 5 here at the 12th, it measures 560 yards. A sweeping dog leg left,
we could
and
probably
there is some
gotten a
trouble
bit
down that left
closer.
side.
This is a scary tee shot. There's no two ways about it, Rich.
But
you've got to
for
get
real,
the ball in play.
again,
You
we're
can
good.
really rack up a good score here. That water very much in play. Doesn't matter what club you decide to hit off.
Winning
the tee.
by
5, 60
57
yards
strokes is actually
reasonable,
not a
believe it or
bad
not.
thing.
But you've got to get it on the fairway. You don't really have to be too brave and try and take too much over there. The other thing too to consider about is this green is really half
I think
the
I got
length of an NFL football field. It's 55 yards.
It was,
from
I
the
think,
front of this
third or
green
fourth
to the back of
hole,
the
man. And honestly, I think it was kind of a freaking game trolling me thing, but
solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Couldn't have done much better than that. Eagle is very possible.
But again, we're still
Getting Sutton over the putt. Yeah, an eagle. What a putt. Now to the 13th hole, and, I don't know, should we just fly it over the mountains, Frank?
It looks like that, but then you better find dry land. 350 yards, but as the crow flies, it's probably just a little over 300 yards. I don't know if the mere mortals would really want to flash it across that desert ridge. You probably want to play a little left of it, have a little pitch up the hill, but if you're one of the longer hitters, why not just try it, see if you can.
Stop up there. No, it's going to roll all the way back. Come on, get off the green so I can chip shot it. Get off the green.
Well, the way that came out, really lucky to be on the fringe.
Yeah, he'll still have a good chance to
That's
come out of here with a decent
that's
score.
actually the best
All right,
result
Frank,
we could've
just
hoped for.
on the fringe, you might be thinking about making this.
Yeah, he's a better chipper than you, Rich.
Oh,
try
so
it
close.
Birdie try again here today. Had a nice birdie on this hole yesterday.
It's amazing. Doesn't matter how close it goes. It's an extra shot.
I actually even
Will
shanked that
definitely
to the
hurt.
left.
He has this
Actually
attempt
even
for
shanked
par.
that to the left. All right, we better get this far at least, bro. All right, fuck, whatever. Bastards.
Virtually no error in that putting stroke. Good putt.
Frank, describe the layout here at the 14th hole. It's 444 yards, and what a beautiful hole.
It is, and it's a beautiful view. You see everything from the top of that tee there. It's a hole that keeps bending to the left. There's enough bunkers down the left there to actually take your eye. That's why you got to fixate on something in the distance that's a much better line than worrying about that wall of sand down the left side.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder or just hit another one. Frank, this one's going too far left, it looks like.
Yeah, it was fine there for a little while, but if it keeps going left, it's doomed.
You have to think he'll be happy with that, given that it looked like it was headed right for the rough.
Yeah, it looked like that was the only place it was going to finish. But, well, it's a little bit unexplainable. Let's see what he does from here now. Lucky break.
Stop.
Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in,
I'll
but
take it.
still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's
your
no
pitch.
damage.
Shut up.
You're not going to birdie every hole.
Locked in on the read and the speed. Got it for par. Now to the par 3 15th hole here at Wolf Creek. Frank, this is the shortest hole on the course.
And their version of a postage stamp type hole, minus the bunkers on the right side. Green elevated, falls off as you can see down the left side. Club selection is vital, but it is such a short hole. It's very, very tempting, especially when that flag's on the left side, to still go at it. But you miss this green on the left, and you are going to be considerably lower than the level of this green.
These putts keep the round together.
Oh,
He's
dude,
gonna
what
beat
the
himself up on the way to the next tee.
fuck was that?
Yeah,
Hey,
don't miss
bud,
those
what's
putts.
going on, man? We're hanging it in there, man. We're literally going to get this 70 at like the last
Ben
minute.
Crenshaw right there, just so smooth.
They've played before.
Come on, we need one more birdie so we can at
Short
least
par
hit the
4,
70.
16th hole, measures only 393 yards. But Frank,
Next hole
as
is
is
par
the case
5,
with pretty
so
much
we
every
know
hole,
we'll probably at least get it
despite
there.
the yardage, there's plenty of trouble.
It does. It
You
plays
should
tricks on
be
the
able to
mind's
do it
eye here.
here.
It looks like it's a dog leg going one way, then back the other way. But really, it's built as a straight hole just across the canyon. And that's the way you've got to play it. I don't think you can drive the green, even the longest hitters at 393 yards. But just a nice drive down there. Take the bunkers on, get it past there. And before you know it, you've got a little wedge in here. And it should set up nicely for a birdie.
It should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. That would be a great look at birdie.
I think I should have rolled a little more forward. But
Now this
whatever.
for birdie came away with par in the previous round.
All right, here's our 70.
Surprise, surprise.
Just
All right,
when
let's
we
see if
thought
we can.
things were going to
Let's
go
see
the
if we
other
can
way.
get this eagle
Down
just
to
to
the
try
17th,
and come
par
up with a
5 here
strong
at Wolf
finish
Creek
here.
Golf Club.
Yeah, dog leg left. Tee shot obviously has to be played short of that creek down there. It's still going to be a reachable hole, even though this hole's sort of around the 550, 560 mark. But because you've got to play short of that stream, it's going to leave a lengthy second shot, and you've got to get the distance right on the button.
This could be a huge momentum swing here, Frank.
Yeah, one more good swing, and he's going to have an eagle putt coming up. I know you don't want to get ahead of yourself, but it is well on the cards.
Really good distance control there, playing well to
can
his
live with it.
strengths. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read.
Come on, baby, come on. Fuck
Just
yeah.
an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank,
All
you're
right.
licking your chops here at the par 5, 17th hole.
Oh, why not? A chance to reach
See
a
what we
par
can
5
do
and
here.
2, but there's still pitfalls in front of you. A little creek or stream runs across the fairway. So really limiting the distance you can hit that tee shot, but it's still reachable from just short of that creek. Find trouble off the tee, then obviously you turn it into a three-shotter. But a good tee shot, and it's too tempting to resist not going to this green.
I mean, that is a sight to behold.
I'd like
What
it just a
spectacular
touch closer,
shot
but let's
we
see.
just saw on
See
the
what
par
this looks
4
like.
with a drive in one.
Oh
Not too
yeah,
much,
finishing out with
not
two
too little.
eagles, baby. We can finish it out with two
Stay at the
eagles.
top.
That's a nice finish.
That's why
So
you
if it
play
wasn't
the
for the
game,
fucking
you
bogey,
stack
dude,
up
I
the
would
win.
have had 75.
Great effort right there.
But I will definitely take 74. Cannot complain about it. Definitely can't complain about it. Yeah, I'm about to go out in the heat too here. I gotta go see about getting some more Mountain Dew at Walmart. I gotta grab a couple things at Walmart. And I wanted to kind of go to the library, see if I couldn't get a few movies to watch, see if I can't find some shit I haven't seen or some different shit to watch. Okay. Rock on. Alrighty, guys. With that, I guess I'm going to go ahead and call it. I want to thank everybody who is watching now. Anybody who watches in the future, feel free to leave a like. If you like what you see, feel free to subscribe. And for now, this is Jimbo 19, and I am out.